Folks, it's been a long war getting from there to here. But sometimes you gotta return to your roots. And the roots of Hardship Troopers is XCOM 2. And XCOM 2 just got a new mod. And I need to check if this chat box is turned on. Yeah, it's turned on. Oh, but it's probably behind the overlay. Let's fix that. I'll move it right on up. There we go. It's time for the Long War. The Long War of the Chosen. A long-awaited mod by me. I'm the one who's been waiting for the mod. I almost waited. I streamed XCOM 2 War of the Chosen earlier this year. I almost waited because I wanted to play this mod, but it was news of the mod that got me playing XCOM 2 again. And now, the time has come. Or should it be Long War? How's everybody doing? I'm looking at chat right now. Dad tested negative, says I'm Joe. Good to hear. Happy that your dad tested negative. My brother also tested negative. My brother got sick. He works at a high school and he coaches debate, and he got sick for a little bit, but he tested negatives and he seemed fine. Seems fine now. I'm fine. Personally. Because I'm feeling pretty good about this. This option will reduce the voiceover directed towards new players. Enable it if you don't want warnings or reminders regarding basic game functions. I'm going to leave that on because Long War is a very different XCOM experience, is my understanding. It warns you to play in the patch notes or in the mod notes. It warns you play on one level of difficulty lower than you normally do for this, which is normal for me. That would be one difficulty level lower than what I played last time, which was Commander. Significant challenge for experienced long warriors. I always love when a mod specifically changes like all of the UI and stuff around a lot of this as well. That's always fun. I like custom tooltips and things. There's also stuff in here. I'm worried about turning off beginner VO, which I find very annoying in XCOM 2, but I'm worried about turning it off because of these special little text things here and there. I'm curious if they have any of their own. I'm also not going to play Iron Man, I don't think. I normally play Iron Man on these games, but that seems like asking for trouble with a modded version of the game. I should probably have a version where I can reload my save, and if I fuck up, we'll go back. This is not like the Iron Man run where we beat the game normally for this year. This is for me. This is for me playing XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen. Now, I never got the impression that XCOM 2 was a short game, so I'm curious what the Long War means. Fuzzy Tipsy, okay, so the Long War is a long-running mod for XCOM. Going back to XCOM 1, XCOM Enemy Unknown, the first Firaxis game. The first Firaxis game. It was basically like people modding that game to be like, oh, we love a lot of what you're doing here, but it could be deeper, it could have more interesting elements that could like have more flavor and stuff like that. So we are going to make a mod that completely overhauls the game's mechanical structure so that it's basically a different tactical experience using the same assets and basic campaign structure. That makes the game take a lot longer because you are reliant on a lot of different interesting little things. In this game specifically, you don't like get money just normally. You have to like start establishing resistance networks. You can drop in much bigger squads. You have to like infiltrate areas to get intel on them, which reduces the size of enemies, because if you don't do that, you fight like 50 enemies on your first mission and you're fucked. XCOM 2 had a Long War sequel. The original Long War, I believe they just hired that team. Like, that team was so integral, or that mod was so integral to the original XCOM experience for a lot of players that they were like, fuck it, I think they paid them or something, or they hired like most of that team or something. A lot of the folks who did not get hired or move on to other projects, a bunch of those folks are making their own new original game right now called Terra Invicta. That's what it is. And a lot of the people who are not working on that, maybe some people who are continued to work on the Long War of the Chosen, which basically takes the existing Long War mod and makes it balanced and work with a bunch of this new stuff in XCOM 2 War of the Chosen expansion, which has a lot of other new unique stuff, so it needed to be completely overhauled. And so this is like the third Long War mod that they've made, but I've never played a Long War mod. I should actually go, that's maybe one thing that I will go back and do, is maybe that's what, like, I've not gone back and played XCOM 1, XCOM Enemy Unknown, not the 90s game, but the original Fire Axis game. I haven't played that game since it, like, came out, and I never played the expansion, Enemy Within. So I'm kind of curious about going back to that game and playing the Long War in that. Oh, wait, did I say start with Iron Man? Okay. We're going to start without Iron Man, I think. This, like I said in chat, this is from me. Yep, this integrates all the stuff. Because there's all the extra DLC that is not War of the Chosen. The Nest and the Lost Towers. Okay. But the mod only allows you to do the integrated version.
Accessing the feed now.
Story-wise, I think this is basically the exact same experience that XCOM 2 War of the Chosen provides. Because it's not, I don't think they added like a bunch of, a lot of mods out there will add things like, you know, entirely unique story stuff and things. I played a very, very, very sicko mod in Fallout 4 earlier this year that added like unique radio stations that had their own radio plays, which is like a very fun window into like the psyche of the average Fallout fan, I guess. Because those radio plays were, it was impressive that they existed. The production quality was much higher than you would expect, but also the writing on some of those was bizarre. And I'm going to start with XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen. We'll see how I feel from there. I've got a bunch of games loaded up. I'm not going to be able to stream on Thursday because we are taking, that is the first day of our vacation here at Fanbyte. We are taking a 5-day weekend for the holidays. Happy holidays to everybody out there. I was going to stream a little bit earlier and kind of go for a long time today, but I just kept getting busy with other work stuff, and I finally got around to it now. And by busy with other work stuff, I mean I got busy with work stuff, and then I started modding BattleTech as well. By which I mean I removed the BattleTech mod I already had installed and replaced it with a different BattleTech mod to see if I like that one better. That was a good use of my time. It's how I like to use my time. This guy understands. He understands needing additional time.
You're one of those. You must understand.
I'm gonna open this window.
Outrider, report.
C. Clunk says, modding BattleTech is its own job, from what I understand. Yeah, it's not as easy as it should be. The mod I had BattleTech Advanced 3062 installed, which is kind of like, there's 3 big mod suites for BattleTech these days. It's Rogue Tech, which is like the absolute sicko mode, Wargamer, Axis and Allies player, Twilight Imperium lover type horseshit that adds like helicopters and wild nonsense. There's BattleTech Extended Commander's Edition, which is kind of the, it's basically the base game, but adds a ton of new options and some unique quirks and a bigger map, stuff like that. And then there's 3062, which is like trying to split the difference between the two of them. I have tried to play 3062 multiple times because I love so much of the things going on in there in theory. But I have it takes so long to load. It is so, man, that's actually one of the biggest problems with BattleTech right now, is in the mod scene. That game has like, it's based in Unity. So like the mods are very, very, very resource intensive. You get a lot of frame rate issues. You gotta get a lot of load time issues, a lot of stuff like that. It's not great. So I uninstalled 3062 just because it was just so intensive in a lot of ways. I don't think like the early tutorial battle is like very well balanced. And I switched over to BattleTech Extended Commander's Edition, which is the, like, much lighter thing that just basically takes the gameplay that I know and love and adds, like, 500 new mechs and a bunch of other stuff. Like mech quirks and pilot quirks, which I'm kind of interested in. Panic. But 3062 has stuff in it that I really want to explore and do stuff with. It's got, for instance, pilots can get like bleed out inside of their mechs if they get like rattled too much and like cut their forehead or something. I don't know what the exact idea is there, but they can get like specific injuries to specific body parts. They can break a leg, and it's like, oh, my foot can't reach the pedal as easily because my leg is broken. Stuff like that. I'm all the way here for that. I love that stuff. BattleTech Extended much simpler. Unfortunately, BattleTech Extended got wrapped up in a lot of that drama, I guess, around Nexus mods, because Nexus did a whole thing where they introduced Vortex, which is like their Steam but for mods kind of thing, like a built-in thing, and a bunch of like hardcore modder people, or not a bunch, but like a couple of hardcore modder people got like, this is unacceptable, this poor shit. This is not what I want from my mods or something. There's more to it than that. I'm making it sound much more silly than it really was. But as a result of that, the BattleTech Extended folks removed that mod from most easy places to get it. So you have to like download it through like weird third-party sites and stuff like that, and then separately install the community asset bundle. Whereas 3062 is just like kind of an all-in-one one-stop shop. So despite being a bigger, more impressive mod in a lot of ways, it is much easier to install. This mod is like easy as fuck. This is just on, I think this is, I installed this a few days ago. I've already forgotten basically everything, but I think this is just on Steam Workshop. There's a couple of, yeah, it was just on Steam Workshop. There's a couple of like prerequisite mods. So the way that like Nexus mods works is basically identical to the way that like Steam Workshop works. The Vortex thing specifically, where it'll like tell you, hey, this mod requires a different mod. Go install that one first. And they phrase it as subscribing for some reason. I don't know why. I always thought that was a silly way to do that, but so this is pulling from my legacy characters from my previous expansion, which is fun. Okay, so I love that their nickname is Bye because it's Smooth by Santana. Tim Campbell is new.
Reapers are born in the shadows.
Okay, Reapers use an advanced cloak. All of these classes have been completely overhauled for this, is my understanding. There's new character classes, there's new enemy classes, there's new, like, units. Reapers use an advanced cloaking device called Shadow, which acts like a very strong form of concealment for 2 turns. While in Shadow, Reapers have increased mobility and their enemies have extremely short detection radii. They can also throw their knives without breaking Shadow. That's new. There were no knives in the base game. We got Swishmail from Merit Souls. This is a new character here. This is Farfield Darfield from Merit Souls 2. This is Shenron, because we abused the Dragon Balls. Helen Hill is new. Sandman. James Johnson. Okay, that's new too. We'll have to... So this is one of the things I've been looking forward to. It's also one of the reasons I would love to stream BattleTech if I can get the... So I've got BattleTech Extended up and running, but the frame rate has been a real bummer on that one with that mod. So I'm going to try restarting my computer. But if I can get that going, one of the things that I'd love to do with Hardship Troopers is basically just make OCs, if people who might have watched the previous shows have seen. It's one of my favorite things to do is just like make up characters. Or to recreate real people in the game. And XCOM 2 is really good at letting you do that. BattleTech is also pretty good at letting you do that. It's not great, but it's pretty good. The actual game I really want to get to that spot is Phantom Brigade, which, like I said, I'm thinking about playing a couple of different games tonight. Maybe switching off, depending on how this campaign goes early on. But Phantom Brigade had an expansion, or an update today that completely redoes the overworld in that game. So I'm excited to check that out. That is, it sounds like nearing the end of its early access phase. It seems like maybe the big thing that they're waiting to add to early access is the stuff I've been waiting for, which is pilot progression. Like they level up, you customize them. You can already customize them, I think, but they're just like nameplates. I don't think they really do anything different. And rival pilots. I want to have like a Char Aznable rolling around trying to hunt me in the overworld. And this update that came out today really paves the way for a lot of that stuff, because it is a lot more active where you are if I do this, are they going to see me? No, okay. Because you can get hunted in the overworld and stuff like that now, which seems like, oh, okay, if you're going to have rival pilots, you're probably going to want to have the function where people can chase you. So you speed up, you have like an overdrive thing, whereas previously in Phantom Brigade, it was just basically go here, do a battle, go there, do a battle. Now you have direct control over your, like, they call it the convoy. It's like a train that doesn't rely on train tracks. It's a very cool kind of design. All right, so what do we got here? Classic XCOM stuff. Everybody's got grenades now, though. This is new. Throw knives. So everybody's got flashbang grenades to start. I don't know if I have to refill those. I know, like, the BattleTech, some of those BattleTech mods make it so you have to, like, buy individual ammo, pay money for ammo. I don't know if this does that. What does a knife do? Throws a single throwing knife at the target, guaranteed to remain in shadow. 91% chance to hit. They'll remain in shadow, but will my whole team be revealed, I wonder?
If you believe in your heart, Steven, they will all be revealed.
Wow.
Make you think, doesn't it?
It really does make me think. Hi.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
I can't. Did you play that that thing?
Oh, the
Matrix experience?
No, I did not. I haven't even watched video of it yet.
Oh, he literally says, "Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves, and welcome to the Matrix Unreal 5 engine experience."
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, because that's basically what happens. They already did a lot of that stuff in the Matrix Path of Neo. Do you remember that?
No, I was a child.
Oh, I thought it is something I talk about so often that I figured that I must have told you about it or shown you a video.
Yeah, no, they do this thing where they cut back and forth a bunch between the real Carrie-Anne Moss and Keanu Reeves, and then the Unreal 5 Carrie-Anne Moss and Keanu Reeves, and the Unreal 5 ones don't look very good.
That's fun.
Anyway, what are you playing? This is excommunication.
Yes, I'm excommunicating these motherfuckers.
Nice.
This is XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen. This is a mod that makes the game way longer and more difficult and involved, and adds like new enemy types and new classes and stuff. I was just telling people in the chat, it's like the original XCOM 2, or the original XCOM had like a very famous mod called War of the Chosen, or not War of the Chosen, called The Long War, that a bunch of those people got, like, I think paid by Firaxis to be like, hey, we want you to make another Long War mod for XCOM 2. And then that team went on to go start its own development studio, and they're making their own new game. And then another team was like, okay, we'll update the Long War to work with War of the Chosen. And it finally came out like 2 days ago.
Nice.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Wait, it came out 2 days ago. God damn.
Yeah,
there should be a moratorium. Yeah, but I think there should be a moratorium on, like, you can't put a game out after November 31st.
Well, this isn't a game. This is a mod that players made.
No EXEs or things that modify INI files can come out.
Yeah.
How am I feeling? I've felt better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sick for people watching.
Yeah, I have. It's not COVID, which is cool. I got a COVID test. And it's not like regular strep. So it's like, it's a viral strep.
It's kind of like Omicron strep.
Yeah, they basically were like, there's nothing we can do for you. So I waited in urgent care for 3 hours.
4 turns? That guy just stunned me for 4 turns.
That's fucked up. That's like most of the round.
That's like
I don't
most
know
of a
how long the
game.
round is.
Yeah. Advent now fields, this is new, a variety of infantry units in addition to the basic trooper. Sentries, blue, specialize in Overwatch. Gunners, green, sport high damage cannon with suppression capabilities. Grenadiers, red, use a grenade launcher for crowd control and damage. Rocketeers, orange, fire high accuracy rockets. That sucks.
Yeah, can you just shoot him with a bigger gun, perhaps?
So this is the first mission in the mod, so I don't have bigger guns yet.
Interesting.
I will get bigger guns, I think.
Interesting.
If I don't die.
Interesting. Well.
And I might die.
Now,
is the other thing.
Something very interesting is happening.
Uh-huh.
I have to restart my entire Microsoft Xbox.
Your whole computer.
Yeah. There's this bug in Halo Infinite where I think if you leave it open for too long, the latency between the controller and the game becomes so out of whack that like it's noticeable when you move the stick. And I don't know if that's a real bug or if I made it up. But I'm gonna restart it and see if it works.
I mean, if you just say it's real long enough, then they have to reply to your support
They have
request.
to reply to my support ticket.
Piss. Okay.
Steven, no.
So this is a whole new thing. Like, everybody on my team has, like, this luck points or something right now. So he was protected from harm there.
Like in Fallout 1 and 2.
Is that a thing in Fallout 1 and 2?
I think so.
Okay. I've played both.
Isn't luck part of the special system?
Yeah, it's part of the special system.
And then
It's like
random
stat.
shit will happen, but it doesn't hit you?
Oh, maybe. It's been a while since I played 1 and 2.
But yeah. Anyway, I have some sort of viral strep throat, which medicine fuck, dude. Medicine, there is none for it.
Yeah, there's no medicine that has been invented yet by man.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there. We prestiged, and we forgot medicine.
Right.
So basically, then the doctor was like, "Yeah, just salt water and tea and honey." I was like, "Okay,
thank you,
thank you."
I mean,
she was like, "If it hurts, take a Tylenol." And I was like, "Okay."
Those things don't hurt. Like it doesn't. It's not bad to have tea and honey.
No, it's good actually. But that's what set me off on my tea journey yesterday.
Oh, I missed the tea journey.
Yeah, yesterday. Oh, I just think that tea is too hot.
Tea is too hot.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain it all? Do you want to elaborate?
No, I just think it's too hot.
Okay.
I just think that tea is too hot. It should require less heat to make tea. And then I think that like the whole process of making tea sucks. Like I like ritualistically, I agree coffee is also too hot. Ritualistically, I understand why people make tea and coffee. Yeah. Hot tea and coffee. But
they want to have sex.
Yeah, it's exactly right. They want to fuck, but it's just like you start the process, right? You're like, you get up from your couch or your bed and you say, I'm going to make a tea. So then you put water in whatever vessel you're going to use to make the water hot, which in my case is a kettle, an electric kettle. I put the water in the hot kettle in the kettle, and then I press the button, water get hot, and then water reach the temperature where it says, okay, it's time to make tea. And then I put tea bag in cup, and then I pour hot water into cup with tea bag. And then I have to wait 30 fucking minutes for it to cool enough for me to drink it. But in that 30 minutes, I've forgotten that I made the tea in the first place. So I might as well not have had a beverage. And at that point, why am I gonna wait 40 fucking minutes to have a beverage when I could just put some regular water in the microwave and drink that?
Drink,
you
hot water from the microwave.
Yeah.
That's an interesting theory. That's an idea.
Because the only reason it's got to be that hot is so the tea can bloom or whatever the fuck.
What I'm
But-
learning is that I know nothing about tea.
Oh, really?
I've-
No, it's got, so tea has like, I mean, same with coffee. It's got like specific temperatures depending on the kind of tea you're getting. It's got specific temperatures at which it brews better.
Right.
Or like peak brewing temperature. But
believe
most
that.
of those temperatures are too hot for my mouth.
Okay.
A lot of people in chat are talking about ice, which, yeah, I could use ice, but why do I have to put ice in my hot beverage? I shouldn't have to. That shouldn't be a step that I have to take. Like, it is a step
Yes.
that I do take. You did it.
No, the fucking this used to happen to me earlier this year too, where like the mouse just moves like 1 millimeter too far to the left or whatever, just as I'm clicking, and so it's like, oops! Instead of moving
Oops.
behind this full cover, I just put him out in the middle of nowhere. At least he's got the full armor. Somebody in chat was just saying actually that that yellow stuff, that yellow bar, is a blade of armor. So hopefully that will protect them a little bit.
I'm crossing my fingers for the boys.
I'm not playing on Iron Man this time either. I don't know if you saw that part, but I beat the game on Iron Man earlier this year on the harder difficulty, so I decided
And
this
now
time.
you've decided to have fun with the game instead?
Yeah, you know, I had fun, I had fun with it before.
No, I'm kidding.
I know. What? Oh, eat ass. Oh yeah, no, you're no longer disoriented, huh? That's cool of you. Oh, that person's super dead. Well,
Is your guy still stunned?
yeah, totally, absolutely, still stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I wonder which one they're gonna shoot. Oh, okay. No, sorry, you're gonna use a grenade launcher, in fact. Oh, yeah. Tasty. Just all my
Tasty.
guys.
Yeah, that's kind of all of them. And that does that say disoriented, huh?
It does say disoriented,
Yeah,
which is better
it's
than,
kinda-
like, dead.
You know what? I would rather be disoriented than dead.
Yeah.
You're right, Steven.
I think disoriented makes them less accurate. Oh, and it makes it so they can't move very far. That's right. Oh my god, they really can't move very far.
Ready to rock.
What have you been up to today, Nikki?
Mostly sitting on the couch and taking sleep because I guess I'm tired and my body hurts.
Taking sleep.
Yeah, taking sleep from God.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
what you do when you sleep.
Yeah, that's what Ocean's 13 was about.
Exactly. It hurts to swallow.
Yeah.
So like that's an exhausting and you know what you do that you don't really know that you're doing kind of a lot, like blinking.
Blinking.
You kind of do like swallow some of your spit kind of frequently.
Yeah, totally.
It hurt so bad to do that I became tired, so I went to sleep.
You ever swallow your spit so bad that you have to immediately go to sleep?
Immediately go to sleep, yeah. Oh, cool. Well, my voice is going. I think, Steven, I have to go.
Oh, okay. I love you, Nikki.
Oh, you Steven? Wait, no. I'll keep hanging for a second, though. I'll hang out until Merrick comes.
Oh, okay. You sound okay to me.
Oh, really?
You sound okay.
Cool.
You've sounded worse. You sounded worse this morning. I'll say that.
You know what? I did not sound great today.
Okay, so none of our guys are dead, so this is fine, actually. A lot of people will tell you that being surrounded and outgunned is, well, I'm not. You know what? I'm doing fine here. I'm doing just fine.
What's over there?
Anti-boredom in chat is saying about the kids temp at Starbucks. So I used to make fun of my friend Remy in high school for getting her drinks at kid temp, and I realized that she actually was just fucking huge brain when we were 15. Because that is absolutely the correct move. But I think
that?
I just need to kids. So it's kids temp is still like, if you get a hot chocolate at kids temp, it's hot. It's like warm still, but it's not like as hot as they would make it if they were making it for an adult.
Right.
So I think what I have to do is get an electric kettle that has an adjustable temperature.
You just set it to child.
Yeah, I said it's turn dial to kid. Um, Steven, do you have any plans for the holiday?
Do I have plans for the holiday? That's a good question. Do I have plans for the holiday? Not really.
No.
I did recently discover, because I was I made the, I think, so here's the thing, is that I discovered that most people that I know are I might as well just try this gun. Why not? It's 50-50.
Wait, what if you just threw one knife?
Well, I could have, but it was the same hit chance, so.
You missed.
Why don't you guys just die? Okay, there. That one's dead now. Oh, that's not the end of the mission, huh? Okay, well, that person... Sorry to the person who is bleeding out. I was like, well, I just gotta beat this mission in the next turn. Oh, no, there's more men? Okay, well, there's more.
Yeah, there's more guys.
You
found out that the...
Oh, sorry?
Oh, sorry. No, sorry, go ahead.
I found out that you and several other people in the sort of fanbite sphere are all sort of like having fun and getting out there, making themselves known, dating people, doing that sort of stuff. So I was like, I'm going to make the really great decision to reinstall a bunch of dating apps.
Yeah.
And I did that.
And that's it. You did it.
Yep, and it's
That's
been
most
going
of
great.
the battle.
Now, well, turns out that you don't. That still can nothing can happen still.
And now, Steven, question from Nicholas Grayson, Grayson report. The people, are they the same as they were before? So the same people on there?
On the team? On my team?
No, on the dating app that were there before. The last time you were on them.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, word? It's like new people?
A lot of them are.
Oh, that's cool. One of the problems with Providence being so small is that, like, you just run out.
Yeah. What's the population of Providence? It's almost certainly smaller than Fargo.
Providence, Rhode Island population 179,000.
Okay, so it's actually almost identical. That's a little bit higher, but then we also have Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead all together. So that's like it's actually Fargo is probably way bigger.
I see. Oh, like the metropolitan area.
Yeah, the FM area is what it's called.
Yeah.
Here.
But because everyone here is either 45 or 26. You're 18 and you just started at Brown. You're 26 and in grad school, or you're 45 years old.
Yeah.
Those are the only kinds of people. The three genders.
So it's been going well for you too?
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't. I mean, it's been going fine.
Okay.
But it's like you get to a point where you're like, oh, it's the same people again.
Oh, I see.
We can't.
Yeah, fresh out of academia or off of their second divorce.
That's very funny.
Roger that.
Yeah, New England possesses such incredible divorced energy.
Target still standing.
Did you, before I got here, Steven, walk chat through all of our guys?
No, I kind of referenced a couple of them. Yes, a lot of these characters, I did see people in chat asking if I made these characters. Some of these characters, it seems like it pulled them from my previous campaign, because my previous campaign had a bunch of characters that were based on merits, playable characters from Merit Souls that we were running at the time. Well, goodbye to that person. Sorry.
Rip.
Let's see. Not them, not them, not them. So Farfield Horse Girl Darfield is the Merritt's custom character for Dark Souls 2. Swishmail the Ashen One is Merritt's playable character from Dark Souls 3. Ronnie Actual Man Shen is a character that I created myself who...
That's really good. And
Thank
he
you.
is a real man, right?
He's just a real normal human.
Just a regular guy.
The deep lore on that is that he is Shenron, the dragon from Dragon Ball.
Enron?
Shenron?
Shenron. That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Enron.
No.
I thought you were talking about the fucking oil company.
No, Shenron.
Yeah, it's
From
Shenron.
Dragon Ball.
From Dragon Ball. Because I was playing on Iron Man mode and then got fucked over a whole bunch of times. Anytime I got fucked over, I would restart the campaign from scratch because it was Iron Man. And when I did that, we decided that it was me using the Dragon Balls to bring everyone back to life every time.
Oh, that's cool.
But I
love lore.
I did it so many times that Shenron had to step in and he'd be like, listen, you've done this.
Stop.
You gotta
It costs
stop.
too much.
It costs do you know how many rainforests have to get burned down to generate one Dragon Ball wish? It costs so much energy.
It costs so much energy.
So he joined the fray and became a character himself. Smooth by Santana is just a character that I named after the song Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas.
Featuring Rob Thomas. That one, you know what? That one's easy. I get that one.
They are supposed to look like the sun. They're supposed to be like yellow and glowing, and they've got the white face mask with the glowing eyes, holding back the power of the sun behind them. Because, man, it's a howler. Yeah, they're just like Boktai. Okay, so they're going to be my healer, too. Santana's a healer now.
What? You know what? He is.
Yeah, that's true.
Santana does have healing abilities.
Look at Santana. She's great. We've got Farfield, who I believe she's also different now. Farfield, what was she in the previous campaign? Was she a ranger? I think she had a sword. Or maybe she was actually the healer. Because she was from church. Farfield from church. Enron failed when Nikki was like 3, says LMC Clug. Yep.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like Enron. Enron, I actually probably was not even born yet myself. Because like we joke about how Nikki is one of the youngest people on staff, which is A, not true anymore. And B, I'm barely older than Nikki. I'm not that much older.
Enron died in 2001.
2001, so I would have been 11 years old.
Oh my god, it filed
Maybe
for
10.
bankruptcy on my birthday in
Really?
2001. Kind of a popping 3 months in America, huh?
Yeah, we got Nikki and the death of Enron.
And I mean, and also 9/11 was 2 months prior.
You know what? I was kind of just focusing on the big things.
Stephen. Damn. Sometimes, yeah, it's nuts. 20 years ago. At one point, I knew a lot about Enron, but I think I forgot because when I was in high school. What happened?
Actual Man and Bye, because their nickname is Bye, because their name is Smooth by Santana. We gotta change that real quick.
Actual Man and Bye. But yeah, I feel like I knew a lot about Enron in high school, and then I realized that was the thing that nobody gave a shit about, so I forgot it.
Yeah, that makes sense. When I was younger, I definitely had to do like a lot of... There we go. Let's get that in there. Yeah. Whoop. That like closes the whole game. That minimizes the whole game. Oh, welcome to Long War of the Chosen. Long War of the Chosen is a complete overhaul to XCOM 2 War of the Chosen that makes the campaign more challenging and feel like a guerrilla war. You can disable this tutorial via change difficulty advanced options in the game menu.
Just like guerrilla war.
Yeah.
Impressive, isn't it?
I think I'm so hungry.
Incoming transmission.
You know what, Steven? Me too. I tried to eat McDonald's yesterday as a reward for me being at the hospital or at the urgent care for 3 hours. I'm receiving a phone call from the Providence number. One moment.
Yeah, that's definitely not spam. Long War of the Chosen adds several entries to the XCOM archives that explain some of its core concepts in more detail, like infiltration and haven management. You can also review all your havens from one screen via the Resistance Management menu.
Hello?
Hello.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger.
I don't have any.
But we'll need more engineers to clear out.
Oh, so okay, so this is fun. Power 5 out of 12. Supplies 200. Income plus 0. So I'm making literally no money right now. It's a good start.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander.
Yeah, the anti-boredom. Zooming into those little rooms is great. I miss the anthill stuff. I don't think they ever used the term anthill anywhere, but I remember when I saw a preview of the first XCOM game. Again, not the actual first XCOM game, but the first Firaxis one.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the
I think
area
people
for
in the
clues
room
or
called it
other
the
Hello?
anthill. Hello.
It's going to take some
I'm
time,
back.
though.
Was it spam?
No.
Seems like we actually
Was
It was
somebody-
the urgent care telling me the results that I found out online this morning already.
Okay.
Now that we're in the area, it
Yeah.
could be worth spending some time here. Not to mention meeting
But when I answered the phone, it sounded like a message, like a pre-recorded message played at like 150 times speed.
What?
It was wild. All it sounded like was except very fast person talking super high. It was so fast that it like sounded like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Uh-huh.
Like it was bizarre. And then it stopped, it clicked, and then I was like, hello? And then a human being answered the phone.
Huh.
But it lasted for like 5 seconds. It was really weird. Anyway, what did I miss?
Kind of nothing. I just let a cutscene play. I should get a scientist, right?
People love science.
Oh, and this ranger is cheap. And I did have somebody just die, so let's do that. I did discover that I have no income whatsoever. No money coming in, period.
Same, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team,
I don't need money at all, right? This isn't going to bite me in the ass if I just spend literally all of my money when I have no money coming in?
No. That's never gone bad for anyone, I don't actually think.
Okay, cool. Well, now that I have an engineer, I can actually go make some money right here. Look at this. Excavate.
We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Okay.
You're rich.
I'm rich now.
Anything critical among the alien components left over in this area.
Haven, New
If we clean
Mexico.
this stuff out,
The thing that they say about money is spend it. Spend the money that you think you're gonna get later.
Yeah.
time to get all that stuff cleared out.
That's what my dad always told me. Okay, this is all new stuff here. You have detected your first mission. Your next step is to assign a squad to infiltrate it. Most missions have an expiry date, and infiltration takes time. Improve your odds by reaching 100% infiltration by adding more rebels on the intel job. Scanning at a haven with the Avenger will contribute 4 rebels worth of intel.
As the resistance
View target.
continues to
Okay.
grow,
Mission expiration determines how long you have to infiltrate the mission. The more mission intel you generate from the rebel intel job, the earlier you detect missions, the longer you have to infiltrate. You don't have to. The more intel you generate from the rebel intel job, you don't have to do every mission. Mission brief, but you should do as many as you can. If you don't have a squad or don't have enough time, then don't be afraid to skip a mission. The enemy count shown on the left is an approximation of how many enemies will be on the mission if you reach 100% infiltration. Under-infiltrating, not reaching 100%, results in more enemies on the mission. Over-infiltrating has a chance to reduce the numbers. So, if I had a 100% infiltration, it'd be 79. 7 to 9 units. But, since I'm probably not going to reach 100%, it's probably going to be well more than that.
Do it.
Yeah, that's probably... I'm going to try. Each extra squad member increases infiltration time exponentially, beyond the fourth one. Oh, so smaller squads infiltrate faster. So sending in fewer. Okay, I can send in right at the beginning.
Oh, that's the okay. So the push and pull is right. Like if you send fewer people in, you have it's riskier.
Yeah.
But you get it done faster.
You get it done faster,
I see.
and by getting it done faster, fewer enemies will spawn.
Got it. But then if they get got, they get got.
But then if they get got, they get got. Yeah. So also this whole thing is new. This part here, this is so much information, Nikki.
Yeah, there sure is. I'll say it doesn't look good. Hard to see. Hard to look at.
Okay. With 75% boost, 3 days, 14 hours, up to 200%. Expected activity boosted, extremely light, 7 to 9. Squad size
Looks like
modifier.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, this
14.
is Blitzball. Oh.
No. My favorite thing about Blitzball is when
guns?
all of the words all the guns and when all of the words show up on the screen.
Okay, extremely light. Okay, total infiltration 6 days, 8 hours. Extremely light 7 to 9. Okay, base infiltration takes 5 hours. Total infiltration. Okay, no base. Okay, it's not infiltrating a base. It is base infiltration. Mystery and exploration 10 days, 16 hours. Okay, so I can send in this whole squad. Like it seems like they'll have 100% infiltration before I need to go. So it's fine.
Send everybody in.
I'm gonna remove somebody though, because I want to gauntlet secondary weapon. What? Gauntlet, flamethrower, rocket launcher. What? This is
what?
What?
Steven, what are you saying?
I don't know. Traditional handgun.
Oh, just like your regular handgun.
It's what it says.
Tradition. I value tradition.
I unequipped barracks, build items, switch view, autofill squad, clear squad. Can I remove one specific person? Because I want to remove one person and fill that spot with a dweeb. Instead of having all of my best units that they gave me. Right at the front.
Yeah.
Hitman. What is that? It just says Hitman. Hitman. Oh.
Hi, I'm Hitman.
Hi.
My legal name.
Whoa! Whoa! What is this?
Whoa,
what is happening?
Why are they all in a lazy Susan?
I don't know.
Too many cooks ass fucking. God, that's bizarre. Why are they back there?
I think it's because this mod lets you put more people into a squad than the base game allows you ever.
I see. So the game is like, well, we gotta fucking figure out where to put them somewhere.
Or more likely, some modder was like, well,
Yeah.
we'll put him on a Lazy Susan.
God, that's really funny.
It looks great, honestly. Clear squad, okay. Because I'll send in some big people. I'm gonna send in some heavy hitters, but I want to send in some dinguses too. This person is the dingus I just bought, so I'll definitely want to level them up, I think. But also, we're gonna make them into a real person.
What's his story? Oh, okay. We're gonna craft it. Okay.
Do you want to craft it right now?
Yeah. Let's make this man's lore. Can you give me a close up on the face?
Mm-hmm. I think this is as close as the face to the face, I guess.
Okay, I see.
We can change the face too. We can just make
We
our
can
own. Oh, here
change
we
the
go.
face.
Look at this.
Head.
Here are the
Alright.
head options.
I see.
We can also switch gender presentation. We can switch their hair up too. The hair might make some difference. You know, we could have some of this.
Yeah. Is there any? Okay. Huh? Avatar.
Hmm?
The one of them said Avatar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the movie. That M. Night
Yeah, so
Shyamalan
we're gonna pick that one.
Okay. And what's this person's story? Why is their hair like that?
Well, it's because they're the Avatar, Steven.
Which Avatar though? Which version? Is it blue people or is it Aang?
Aang, but they're not Aang. They're like the next one
Right. Well, they're Korra.
after Korra. No, but after Korra.
Korra. Okay, so they're
They
Korra.
they figured out guns.
Are they? Is their name Kang? You know, kind of like a fun,
Kang.
kind of a fun mix of the two names.
I do really like Kang with 2 A's.
Okay. Character info. First name Kang. Oh, Kang.
Kang Avatar.
Last name. What's their nickname then?
The Avatar.
Kang the Avatar. Avatar.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. That's
All right.
it. Welcome to the squad.
We changing their face at all?
No.
Okay, same face.
They're fucking metal. The Avatar is hard now. No, that's soft shit.
Okay, okay.
Everyone was complaining that the Avatar too soft.
That's fair.
We gave this one a gun and a cigar.
In that case, we can maybe change their armor up to be a little bit more, like, what's more hardcore? Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to think if they would not wear very much armor, or if they would wear a lot of it.
right, because...
Part of me is like just the vest and the tank top.
Is that the vest? And the tank
I
top?
think it's spider vest with chain.
This one here.
Yeah, part of me feels like it's that one, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, this has like a very good. For some reason, this makes me think of Escape from New York. Like this looks like an 80s kind of post-apocalypse movie, which is fun. All right. Do you want to do something with the color? We can change the color of the vest to whatever we want.
The vest.
Safety orange. I mean,
That way you
Aang
can
wore
always
orange.
see them coming.
Yeah.
Aang wore orange, or we can maybe keep it an earth tone, like
Okay.
a tan or something. Are there like tattoos?
I believe so. Yeah.
Those should be blue.
Tattoos. Okay, left arm tattoo. We gotta find which is her left arm. Okay, this one. Let's change the tattoo color first to blue so we can see it.
Yes.
Oh, it switched to none though. Okay. Let's just do that for now so we can see the colors.
Yeah. All right, now we're talking.
I think it's 82. I think that's our best option here.
Yeah, I think it might be 82.
Okay. Okay. Now, what kind of tattoo do we? Oh, that's wrong.
It's gotta be, I think, as simple as possible.
Okay. Oh,
Like
there's
we're looking for a shape.
not a lot of great just a shape
Not a lot of
options.
great just a shape. Now,
This
the
is kind
one.
of just a shape.
Can you show me Earth sleeve again?
Uh-huh.
Barcode
Earth
might be good, actually.
Earth sleeve. Which is just stars and then Earth is in there somewhere.
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling barcode.
Barcode.
I don't know
Barcode
about
feels
you.
right. Which is it's not a barcode. That's not what barcodes look like.
Well, in the future, that's what they look like, Steven. The UPC standard has changed.
Oh, okay. Well, we also get a different arm that we can mess with too, so we can do more.
It's UPCC.
UPCC. What does UPC stand for? I worked in retail for so long.
I think it's Universal Product Code.
Now, this is very simple, because this is just simple geometric shapes. The skull stands out, but the rest is just blue, and then simple
Yeah.
geometric shapes.
Oh, so it's kind of an inverted thing.
Yeah, it's kind of an inverted thing.
I see. Yeah, that seems like a vibe.
Okay.
The anti-boredom asks, do you think eventually Hitman will get a QR code? You know what's nuts to me
Yeah.
is that QR code. QR codes like hold like an amount of data. How much data in
Yeah, is it like
QR code.
is it 100 kilobytes or what is it? Yeah, is that what you're?
It's three. It's 3 kilobytes of data, but that's
Okay.
a lot considering I can print it out on my computer.
Yeah, it's more than 3 bytes.
It's more than 3 bytes. It's either 300 or 3,000 bytes. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's 1,000.
Okay. Okay. I have no idea. I'm not sure. What
This,
color
to me,
weapon
is-
would they have?
Um. I don't.
Is it orange? Is it safety orange here as the callback to Aang? Kind of like
yes.
memory of
Yeah. In memory of those who came before.
right.
What is this person's? What is Kang's? What did they figure out first?
Oh, like what did they start with?
Yeah.
Well, it goes in a cycle, right? So if this is the one after Korra,
Mm.
it goes. Is it fire, air, water, earth? Right?
Yeah. So it's Earth now.
Earth now.
Kang is Earth now. Congrats, Kang. Oh, that makes the clothes even more appropriate.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, this is Kang. Look at them.
All right.
Oh, we never
send them
did-
out.
do we
Send them
want-
out into the fire.
Do we want brown hair or should the hair be a different color?
Oh, white.
White.
Yeah.
All right, white. And what color are they? Are their eyes in the Avatar state? Are they like light
They're-
blue?
They're like a whitish blue, but the pupil go away.
Pupil go away. Can we make pupil go away?
I don't think we can make people. Well, what if we make them white? Or is the white different?
White doesn't make pupil go away. It's just white.
Uh,
It's white
bummer.
irises.
okay, I think blue then.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Kilobytes is 1,000. Yeah, says Fuzzy Tipsy.
Okay, so 3,000 bytes on a thing that you can print out from your computer. That's wild.
Also, Rhymesa says Hitman might go full NFT implant. I don't think that's true because all Agent 47 does is kill like rich, stupid assholes all day.
Yeah,
And
in a
lot of cases, specifically kills like people who are destroying the environment. So,
Hitman hates technology.
well, no, I don't think he does. Is the thing.
No, Hitman anti-computer.
Like my cat.
Yeah.
Wait, did I send that team out? Shit. Did I actually just not do anything there? Oh yeah, I did not hit start at all. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just have to replace the squad. That's all.
Okay, cool. Cool.
We'll put Kang the Avatar in there. And we'll put this dipshit in there. Now you can start
Kang the
that mission.
Avatar is such a funny sentence. Hi, I'm Kang the Avatar. Oh yeah, my voice is going. Steven, I might have to bid you adieu.
Nikki, you are starting to fall apart here a little bit.
In service of my own body, I think I must bid you adieu.
That's all right. You go do what you have to do.
Thank you. I will speak to you tomorrow. Best of luck in the coming war.
The Long War.
LB's here.
Hi, LB.
I'm leaving. Bye, LB.
Nikki,
It's me
please
dying. Bye.
don't go drink every tea and all the soup. Stop saying things.
Go drink soup.
Stop making sounds with your
No,
mouth.
this is bad.
Get away and put soup in there.
I will
Get away from us.
fight
Put soup
you.
in that mouth and stop making sounds
Nerd.
with it.
Okay,
Get in
bye.
bed right now.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god, that's the sickest person I've ever heard. Why was Nikki not in bed? I love you, Nikki.
Because
If
they,
you're
lo-
sick
you
out
know,
there, get in bed.
it's. I think
Right now.
it's because
Or
of
I'll
me, right?
scream at you.
They
'Cause
were
you're-
here for my sake.
Oh, well, I'm here for your sake now. I'm so sorry, Nikki. I'm sorry for yelling.
We're gonna win this war. We need
I'm gonna apologize to
chance
Nikki.
we get
I'm
to
sorry
get
for
back.
yelling.
Hey.
To be ready to engage the enemy during unpredictable
Hi, how's it going?
situations.
It's good. I'm playing XCOM 2, The Long War of the Chosen. It's like XCOM 2, and with the War of the Chosen, but it's a mod that makes it so that the game is way, way more difficult and has like a ton of new stuff.
Okay. That guy's suit is blue.
Yeah, that was Swishmail.
Oh my gosh, that's Swishmail.
It pulled in.
Sorry, I've been. You're going all over. You're so much bigger compared to this. Oh, it's not. That's not true size. I must be.
I love the idea that I've just got this fucking mothership. It's the end of Independence Day.
Just stomping around on the border between the United States and Mexico. On your neck.
I almost played, and maybe I'll get to it eventually, but because I am thinking about at some point, do I want to? Okay, let's over-infiltrate. Target. Confirm.
The staff of Fanbite has so many colds that I had a dream last night that I was like at a store and I saw throat coat tea and I was like, oh, I gotta get that for my coworkers.
Throat
In my
coat
dream.
tea.
In my dream.
In your dream.
It's really good.
Oh, is it
Throat
good?
coat tea. Yeah, it has I think slippery elm in it, which coats the throat and esophagus, which is also really good for if you have like a really, really terrible acid reflux.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know
Throat
that.
throat goat tea. Oh, I didn't know Nancy Reagan had a tea. Good for her, you know?
She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve this reputation.
I mean, apparently she earned it.
Yeah, if anything, the Reagans did believe in meritocracy, so you're right.
I mean, she earned it a long, long time ago before she, like, you know, stood idly by while many, many, many people died.
Right, okay.
Fuck the Reagans.
Yeah.
Anyways, hi.
Hi.
Steven. How's your
Hello.
day been?
It's been pretty good. I haven't done much today, honestly.
Ooh.
Which is
That
okay.
makes a big difference between you and me. I've done a lot today.
Yeah, you have. I was trying to tell you to do less stuff. I was trying to tell you.
You don't even know about the things I did today. I got an Xbox.
You got an Xbox?
I got an Xbox.
What kind of Xbox did you get?
The Series. I got an Xbox Series X. I ordered it over the phone.
Oh, okay.
Our friend, everyone's friend, Wario64 posted you could call a phone number and get an Xbox. I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten it. Maybe I won't get it. It's a real store though.
Okay.
Wait, get it from Adorama?
Yeah.
How long did you wait on the phone?
Not long at all. They answered
Damn, that
immediately.
rules. That owns. Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Go to bed. Goodbye.
Thank you, Emperor Palpatine, for stopping by one more time.
Emperor Palpatine's so excited for me to get an Xbox. It's my
Do
first
it,
Xbox.
LB.
I've never gotten one. I've never had one before.
Oh, you've never had any kind of Xbox?
Never.
Yo, it's Nikki again.
Sheev, I know that's you.
Hi, John.
Jedi. I will be the one to stop them from recovering from strep throat.
Well, welcome to Binging with Sheev.
Shut up.
My cooking channel.
Uh-huh. Binging with Sheev.
I'm making the pickles from Rick and Morty.
Is that a kind of pickle?
What?
Yeah.
What oh wait, you mean the pickle Rick?
The pickle Rick, yeah.
Did they,
Is that a kind of pickle?
I'm making the pickle Rick.
Steven, that was really funny. Like, oh, what's the recipe for the Rick and Morty pickle?
Yeah, it's just a pickle, but I put a googly eyes on it.
Oh my god. Oh, did you see that trailer for that new oh, what is her name? She's on Star Trek Discovery.
Nope, no idea.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is the name of the movie. I forget the name of the actress now. Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that movie looks fucking amazing.
Yeah. That that movie has like a googly eye thing going on. It seems like
Oh,
some
yeah,
people
it
are getting
does.
mind controlled with googly eyes or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie looks fucking rad. That's
Yeah.
one of the best trailers I think I've seen in a long time.
Totally. It makes me think of, do you know John dies at the end?
I have not seen that movie, but I am aware of it, yes.
It's a pretty good movie. I like the book a lot better. I think the book is a lot more... I think the book, like, the movie cuts out some stuff because there's a lot going on in the book. The movie cuts out a lot of stuff that happens in the book that I really liked.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a bummer, but the movie's still very cool. It kind of reminds me of that in terms of just this, like, idea of just multiversal weirdness that is kind of like... I don't think it's an American movie, but like it feels like kind of in the style of modern American New Strange kind of stuff, where it's like China Mieville but not steampunk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just much more like, what is happening? Oh, why did that person explode? No.
Oh no.
Like somebody's head explodes into confetti in that trailer.
Yeah, it's very wild. I like it. I remember that this stream was happening because Nikki tweeted Nancy Reagan's throat coat tea.
Wait, not okay. I was like, oh my god, on the account?
No, not on the account. No. God, that would be funny.
That would be very funny.
That would be a fun way to ring in the
New Year
holiday break. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Nancy Reagan throat coat tea. That's what I got you.
That's what one of the wise men brought.
That's what the myrrh is from.
It's frankincense, myrrh, and Nancy Reagan's throat coat tea.
Nancy Reagan is allowed into heaven once every year to go throat goat Jesus. It's very touching.
Oh my
honestly.
God, Steven! Steven, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Nobody watches my streams. It's fine.
Steven,
not true.
37 people here right now, and then they will be on YouTube. It shows up. When we put all this stuff on the VOD channel, I'm subscribed.
Thanks, Nikki.
Nikki!
I appreciate you liking my joke.
Nikki,
you need to...
You need to not do that, though.
Nikki's already left.
Good.
I know. Okay, when I was in high school, I had like a singing, like a theater singing teacher guy, and he was like, oh, well, when you have a sore throat, you can still talk, but you have to talk like this. So it's
yes. You have to talk like a fucking Muppet?
He was like, and then it's easier on your throat.
So that is legitimately a thing. Like this is a thing I have been.
Hello, I'm not feeling well, so I'm talking like this today. Can you imagine if this is what Nikki was doing? Don't try it, Nikki. Hi, John and Steven.
Hello, Kermit.
What's up, Albie? This makes my throat feel good.
This is a thing though. That your teacher was right. I've been reading about this a lot lately because of voice training stuff.
Out, huh?
Oh yeah, that alien's butt is always out.
Sorry.
It's vocal weight. You need to talk like Patrick Starr and then try to find ways to sound normal while doing that to make yourself sound more feminine. That's the thing.
The problem with it is that it puts so much pressure on my head.
Oh.
I feel dizzy. Like the weight of it's not normal. My head doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh,
You're just redirecting all the air into your brain.
Yeah. I did just direct all the air into my brain. It's not good.
I'm so bad at checking if people are overwatched. I'm so bad at this game.
What's Overwatch? I thought that was a different game. No, I'm serious. What is? Please explain what that means.
Overwatch in XCOM and many games like XCOM is a concept where instead of shooting a guy, you give up your turn basically to, if a guy runs around in front of you, you will shoot them when they're moving on their turn. The reason that you want to do that,
handy.
Yeah, it's very handy because it means that you can point blank. Oh my god. It's very handy because if they're in cover like that, you have less chance of hitting them. But if they're running, they're not in cover.
Yeah, they're open. I fuck with some tactical stuff. That makes sense to me.
Oh,
I
sure.
don't know the lingo.
Right. Okay. Yeah. In Wildermyth has a concept like this too. It's called Guardian in that game.
Yeah, I always use Guardian.
Yeah.
Big fan of Guardian.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, Goopy.
You love those cool owls and Gahul.
What? Is that's a thing? It's a whole thing that I don't know about.
That is an ancient Zack Snyder movie called The Guardians, Owls of Gahul or something.
When you said ancient, I was like, oh, like Gilgamesh. Not the Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, no.
I was like, yeah, like
Not the
Gilgamesh.
Epic of Gilgamesh. No.
Like, I really believed you, like, ancient. And so it was just a very funny moment for me. Like, Zack Snyder was doing it so long ago. He was back there banging rocks together, trying to see if a movie would happen. It didn't.
I love the idea of banging rocks together and make a movie.
Caveman Zack Snyder just being like, I need the whole cave, please. I have a vision.
Everybody clear out.
It's not like a stick, and it's a schoolgirl with a big gun and a sword.
The movie he made back then was Sucker Punch.
Yeah. Sucker Punch. But it's on the cave, you know? So it's just like, it's just cave drawing girls in little skirts with swords.
Yeah, that's what all the reviews said about that movie. Was just like, wow, this is just like shadows on a cave wall.
Weirdly enough, the cave painting also has Oscar Isaac in it, which is interesting. It's like Oscar Isaac was prophesized.
Is Oscar Isaac in Sucker Punch?
Yes.
Who does he play in that movie?
As like a
He plays one of the assholes in that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just remember John Hamm showing up at the end.
Yeah, so Oscar Isaac plays like the I don't even know what I would call him, like the guy that whips the girls into shape, and if they start to like not want to do their gross stuff.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Oscar Isaac was.
If they don't want to do the sexy dancing, Oscar Isaac, yeah. Oh, he delivers an insane line reading in that movie, and I don't remember what he says, but it's worth looking up. He emotes in a way that I don't think I've seen an actor do since like Eddie Redmayne in Jupiter Ascending.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you
like that
were
level.
gonna pull.
It's wild.
Everyone
It's
tells me
wild.
I would love it.
Yeah, it's actually not my favorite Wachowski, but it's pretty interesting.
I mean, they just say it's dumb and fun, and I like
It's
it.
really dumb. Yeah, it's really dumb.
I've
for
never
sure.
seen it. I still haven't.
Yeah.
Do like next movie night.
LB, we
yeah.
should do a movie night. We should do just for us. It doesn't even have to be the whole crew. We
Just
don't have
for
to.
us?
Yeah.
We should do a movie night. Let's announce it publicly and not invite anyone else.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Hey,
best way to
can
do
John
it.
come? No, you can't come.
John, absolutely not. Get the fuck out.
Bummer.
No, we should do like a Discord call and just like watch a movie again sometime. But maybe
That'd be fun.
maybe we'll watch
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Jupiter Ascending that way.
Jupiter Ascending.
Let's do a doubleheader and do Cloud Atlas and Jupiter.
Oh
Ascending.
my god.
It's Racer and Jupiter Ascending. I don't really want to watch Cloud Atlas.
Oh wow, Cloud Atlas is really wild.
I know. I
Yeah.
mean, I think like the ideal situation. I think like next time we're together again, you can
Yeah.
make me watch Cloud Atlas.
Okay, that's fair.
Because you're gonna want to like witness the faces.
Yeah,
Oh, we should have
probably.
watched Cloud Atlas in LA or something.
We probably should have. Yeah.
We were pretty busy though.
We were
And when I
pretty
say we,
busy.
I mean you, because I didn't participate.
Hello, friends. My name is Commander. I'm Major's new baby brother, and I'm so furry happy to be part of the wonderful Biden family. Major told me that I'm now a first dog too, just like him. Isn't that pobulous? Woof woof.
Woof indeed.
Do
Absolutely.
y'all like my
woof.
new segment where I read tweets from Joe Biden's dog's Twitter account?
Yeah, John, that was great. I'm so
Was that
glad.
great?
Yeah.
Oh, why did our viewership go from?
Oh.
Huh.
It's negative 52 now?
Wait, sorry. Late breaking news. Khalif is here and said, I came here for throat coat tips. I saw something about this from Nikki on Twitter.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Ka?
Hello.
You missed the part where Steven suggested Nancy Reagan goes to heaven to blow Christ once a year. You missed that.
It's the only time she gets in. What?
I'd forgotten that.
Is the important part of that.
And
I'll never forget it. So.
Oh, look at this asshole.
the best.
That's the best Christmas story ever.
God, yeah, this is what Kolchak the Night Stalker was talking about in A Christmas Story. That's why he wanted that lamp. I don't know that guy's name. I'm sorry. I don't know the actor.
I'm not good at Christmas movie or A Christmas Story. I don't know that movie very well at all.
Okay, cool. Then it's not just me.
I can't
No.
stand that one.
Yeah.
I don't like it. When I saw it once a few years ago, I was like, why do people like, why is this on TBS for
It's a
24
shitty
hours
little
or whatever?
boy and his shitty family.
Yeah. Totally.
That's weird.
Because people want to watch it and be like, oh, look at this family.
Yeah.
Our family too.
I don't know. I don't know. My family never was into it.
Is that I wonder if it's like a time and place thing when that movie like came out? Because I was just watching
Maybe.
a thing that you might already know about. That was like from 2017. This video about somebody like breaking down where The Simpsons kind of like where people generally agree The Simpsons gets bad and like why that is. And in that he talks a lot about like the state of like American sitcoms in the 80s especially, and how The Simpsons was like such a naked satire of a lot of that stuff, and like this pushback against the idea that like the wholesome American nuclear family is this like super sacrosanct thing. And like that movie kind of came out during that era, right? Where it was just like nonstop super wholesome family ties sitcoms shit.
Yeah, I think those were kind of contemporaries. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. That movie's got a weird vibe.
Yeah, I don't like it though. I'll say that.
Because it thinks it's quirkier than it is. It thinks it's quirky. It feels quirky. It's like, I'm proud of myself for being a quirky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like the other Christmas movies. I'm weird. It's like an 80s Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
A bummer
They
thing
play
to
it
say.
all day long.
Fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Ugh.
I've always hated that movie. I was the
not
exact right
like that
age for that
movie.
movie. I fucking
Yeah.
hate it.
I liked it when I saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Because it's
I mean, I liked Garden State when I saw it.
That's a bummer thing to say
Thank you
too,
for
John.
jumping in front of the bullet for me.
Yeah,
John.
you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. I jumped on that grenade for you.
Thank you. That's friendship.
for you.
Speaking of grenades, Khan just rolled one into the room by saying, "You mean Simpsons got bad when it left the Tracy Ullman show?" Which is pretty funny.
That's some like my parents level hipster shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I know. It's really funny. Yeah, Ka, that tweet, that message aged me. Because I'm just trying to consider the number of people who know what the fucking Tracy Ullman show is. That I know, and maybe like people on one hand I can count how many people know that that's a thing.
Can you imagine if Cod made that joke on Corner 3 or something else with Nikki
Oh my
on it?
god! Yeah, Nikki's like the what? The who? Yeah.
And then Cod's like, like the band, The Who, and Nikki's like, the what?
The what?
And then it's like who's on third.
That's exactly it. Oh my god.
Moving to designated position.
Good times.
The Tracy Ullman show. I haven't thought about that in fucking ages.
I was almost certainly not alive during the Tracy Ullman show, I don't think. No, I couldn't have been because I wasn't alive when The Simpsons aired. Oh, like for real,
Wait,
for real.
really?
No.
It's time to go.
Well, I mean, you were when.
Wait,
The
you were born in the 80s, right?
No.
Yeah, but The Simpsons The Simpsons was still in the golden age of The Simpsons when you were born.
Yeah, but
Simpsons has been on since like the late
sorry,
80s.
what I mean is I wasn't alive when the first episode of The Simpsons aired. Like I wasn't alive when it
okay.
Simpsons world.
Sure. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
And neither was I. Simpsons starts 88, right?
It's like 80. It's like 2 months in. It's like
It's 89. The first
89.
episode was just whoa.
Very late,
We were almost right on time for their. Ooh, let me do some math. 33rd anniversary.
Wait, what's the?
December 17th, 1989.
Oh wait, I did exist in this pre-Simpsons world. Okay, but 87 was the first Simpsons on Tracy Ullman. I didn't exist in a pre-Simpsons world.
Okay.
There you go.
I was born in 89.
Status confirmed.
That
Maybe I came into the world and everything like realigned. And they were like, Simpsons needs to be its own show. I'm gonna take credit for that.
Yeah, you probably made that happen.
I did. But also, I'm sorry.
Lamppost in Winter in chat says, greetings from the Twitch ad for Shell's climate target. Grim.
Grim. Grim.
Oh, Steven, can I talk about the email you got?
When I share it in the Slack?
I won't say where. Yeah, I won't say where it's from.
You probably can't say
I
where
mean,
it's
I
from.
don't have to.
No, yeah, it's probably okay to talk about.
Steven got an email asking them to do a survey about how they feel about gaming and crypto. And I really, really want Steven to be like, oh, thank you. I have a lot of opinions about this. Actually, so do all my coworkers. Can we all fill out the survey?
Yeah, can we just talk to you really quick?
Can we
hop on a
Can we just talk to you? I mean,
Yeah.
yes, we will
Can you just throw in your
absolutely take you
location
up
real
on
fast?
it.
We just want
Yeah. This also just dropped. Vox's Christmas bonus to everyone is a $75 voucher for Vox merch.
Vox's is like
Vox, VOX.
Vox. Okay.
For Vox merch?
Uh-huh.
That sucks.
That's really bad.
What the fuck is Vox merch even? What
I
do they
don't know.
sell?
That's
like a
really
hat
bad.
that says
That's
Vox
really
on it.
bad.
Yeah, here we're gonna sell you a coffee mug that has like a political explainer about the 2018 elections or midterm elections or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, so the vouchers are only usable between December 21st and January 5th.
What?
And then for Vox got an email that says, Vox Media, what a great year. All employees are receiving a $75 voucher to use on company swag. Follow these instructions to access the store and claim your merch.
That's a nightmare.
That is awful.
Oh, sorry, honey. I can't come to Christmas dinner quite yet. I need to spend my Christmas bonus voucher before it expires.
I gotta
I
get
gotta
this.
go. I gotta get
I
my Vox,
gotta
my
get this
company
Vox
branded
hoodie.
sweatshirt.
Jesus.
I mean, the thing is, it's like the people who make the good content there, I guarantee you had nothing to do with that decision.
No,
people who make the good content there are the ones suffering based on that decision.
Totally.
Because there's so many good people doing good stuff over there, and it sucks. And it's so funny, like, we'll con on this, and then John will be like, hey, sorry, shouldn't have joked about that. Guess what your Christmas bonus is, Steven?
Yeah, no, the only reason I felt comfortable sharing that is that that's not what we did this year.
It's a
It's like,
handmade voucher for John's wassail.
John's wassail.
you get one single wassail.
You get one little cup of wassail.
You know,
We have a Khalif on the call.
what's
Hello,
up,
Khalif.
oh look, huh?
See, I've come here to give you all your Vox gear. Yeah, see?
Thank you. Wow, Papa Vox has come by. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we thought it was Khalif, but it's Papa Vox.
It's
Thank
Papa
you.
Vox. Thank you.
Hello there. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of wonderful things for you all there.
Wow, that's cool. Can I have like I don't know, like a monetary bonus or like extra PTO or anything like that?
We don't. Those things don't compute over here. We don't.
Oh,
have
just
we don't have
okay.
those things
Just
that would be in our pockets there.
just
Those-
the sweatshirt, huh? Okay.
My heating bill's been pretty high this season. Is there any way I could get a little money for my utilities?
We have these two Vox socks that you can put around your neck.
Vox socks.
Wow! Wow, you can tie two socks together to become a scarf. That's interesting. Thank you, Papa Vox.
Here's a big old Vox sarong for you. You can put that around your neck.
Swaddling my baby in a Vox sarong.
Oh my God! What is that business? What? Oh
Why did they do that? It's so
Wow.
strange. Wow.
Wow, man.
That's
I'm like,
really-
can you just give
that's a
me
huge
government
bummer.
cheese?
Yeah.
This government cheese has a use. I'm like,
How are you doing, Ka?
good. I heard you all having so much fun. I wanted to jump in on it, and I heard there was
Yeah.
just so much lovely cheer happening, and I really came in just to say more old people stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I love it.
Tracy Ullman show,
Yeah.
Dream On HBO.
Dream on. Oh my God. Yeah. No one under the age of fucking 30 knows who Brian Bin is. There's no fucking way.
Under the age of 30, you say, John, because I have no fucking idea who you're talking about.
Okay,
I'm
under
over
the
30.
age of 34?
Yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
know.
He was a cheap version of Paul Rudd.
A cheap version of Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that was the vibe that he went for in that show.
Yeah, that was kind of the vibe he went for in that show. That's true.
Yeah, it was a very sexy show of the era.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it was like late night HBO shows. It was the thing that ran right before Real Sex and Pimps Up and Hose Down. It was probably the thing that ran in between those two shows.
Yeah. Yeah. What a weird era.
It was so weird. Those were my formative years, if that tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Just listing off all the shows on HBO that had boobs in them. Yeah, those were my formative years.
Those were my formative years.
Oh gosh. What an era. Corrupting young minds every which way they could.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Oy. How you all doing? Everybody's doing well?
Yeah.
Stream is looking great. I see you rocking it out.
Yeah, playing the XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen mod right now.
What is the why is it called Long War?
So I've mentioned this earlier, but the Long War was a very, very beloved XCOM 1 mod. That the team that got involved with it, I believe, was like paid to make a new version of it for XCOM 2 originally, because it was like so beloved and so like integral to the community around that game. It became like just a stalwart that completely overhauls the entire like tactical and strategy experience of the game. Adds tons of new enemy types, weapons, classes, completely changes how you handle the overworld, all that stuff. And then with XCOM 2, they got paid to make a new one or something like that, or they got hired by Firaxis. I forget the exact lineage there. And a bunch of those people went off to go make their own new game, like their own entirely original game called Terra Invicta that is currently in development. But a bunch of people who didn't go on to that one finally went around and made Long War of the Chosen. So this is like a complete overhaul of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, so that's the expansion and everything. That is much harder, has a lot more unique stuff. It's harder, but you also get way more options and way more like classes and weapons, tactical abilities, all kinds of cool stuff.
Ooh. Does this make you more or less excited for Midnight Suns?
Probably less excited, because it's reminding me all the stuff I love about XCOM that is almost certainly not going to be possible in Midnight Suns, right? Like making my own guys, like my own custom characters and stuff is so important to me in these games. I don't know.
Can you not make an original guy to be friends with all the IP guys?
So I think you make one original guy to be a friend with the IP guys, but then the rest of your team is IP.
I mean, that's the future, right?
Yeah.
That is the future.
Or at least you can just like make copies of the actual heroes and then just name them like bizarro versions of it. Like Wolverine will just be like Badger.
Yeah. Badger.
Yeah. It's the Badger.
It's the Badger.
Wombat over here.
Right? Just like makes bridges and chews on things as opposed to cutting through stuff.
You joke,
Yeah,
but that's
you're
almost
listening.
certainly but a real character already.
Wait,
like they
wait,
probably
right?
Con?
What was that?
Tell me more about the animal that makes bridges and builds dams and stuff. The badger.
That one? Isn't that a badger?
the Badger? Yeah, it's Badger, right?
I think, isn't it? I don't know.
That builds bridges?
That's a beaver, I think, right?
Oh, beaver.
I mean,
My
a
bad.
badger? If I want to know if a badger can build a bridge.
Can badgers build bridges? Okay. On Google, can badgers build bridges?
Right over that.
That was one of those moments where LB's very innocent question made me rethink my public school real hard.
Fair
I
enough.
was like, I don't know.
It starts with a B, right?
If you haven't heard the Nikki and LB science special, highly recommended if you want to hear what good learning sounds like.
Yeah,
Damn you, New York City school system.
There's some real bangers in that episode. real evidence that the education system is failing us all, no matter where you come from.
Oh no.
I mean, if you really want to stun lock me, just ask me anything about geography, and I'm ruined. I'm just ruined. This
that
kills
one
me.
game that was like the thing to do for a while. The geography
GeoGuessr?
GeoGuessr. When we tried to do that, It was like I've never owned myself that hard. Is what I said. Like, yeah, I can play this. I know about the world.
I knew that I didn't know anything about the world in a real way once I met my wife, because it is a very different conversation about directions when you are not from a big major metropolitan city like New York, as opposed to a place where you have to navigate things by like northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. You know? And that, to me, we had this very interesting conversation early on where she was like, well, meet me on the southwest corner of like 35th and X Street. And I was like, the F is the southwest corner of anything. I was like, you know, that's not a way that New Yorkers navigate space, right?
Yeah.
I was like, is it next to a Dwayne Reed or not? I was like, because this whole navigation of actual time and space with a compass, where are you at right now? Are you calling for help? Is someone down the well? Because that is not where directions and how they work.
I'm pretty bad at that too still. Like, we went to a restaurant, I want to say like a month ago, and on the main entrance of the restaurant is up like 7 steps, and so there's a sign that's like the handicap entrance, the wheelchair entrance is on the southwest corner of the block. And I was like, okay, sure, that's easy, right? It's probably very close to where I am. I'm like circling the building for like 5 minutes. My wife calls me because she went up the steps to like put her name on the list or whatever. And I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I'll meet you inside. I just like could not figure out which corner of this fucking one block was southwest, even if I'm looking at my maps. I'm like, am I looking at this correctly? I don't understand where I am. And it took me about 10 minutes to get inside. It was really embarrassing.
Yeah, I think directions will be the thing that will get me the most fucked up when it comes to the zombie apocalypse. It'll like, meet me over and such. I'm like, what? Again, is it near Dwayne Reed or not?
Right.
I can do north, south, east, and west as long as I'm in a very specific part of LA. So if I can look over and be like, that's downtown, that's the beach, that's, the Hollywood Hills. Okay, I know north, south, I know northeast, west. I got it. But if I'm outside of there, I'm fucked. I was like, I'm good. These are the only ones I need to learn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm never gonna leave this area, right?
I mean, the scariest thing is someone pulling out a map. Yeah. I'm like, for real? Like, we're gonna do this? We're gonna do some Magellan shit right now? Like, what is this?
I have like a big road map in my car in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Because my spouse cares about my safety. He was like, you need this. You also need 2 baseball bats. I'm like, okay, you're right. For my safety.
2 baseball bats?
In case something goes down, I don't know.
It just, remember, you need to dual-wield baseball bats?
That'll be the
what if it's like me and a friend, and something fucked up happens, we both need to protect ourselves?
All right, fair enough.
Reasonable.
But like, what happens if I'm lost and I have to use the map? He's home. He's gonna hear me saying this and be like, okay, well, I know what we're doing for vacation. Map training.
Map training.
Wait, actually, that reminds me. I have a question. Any like basic bitches on the call in the chat? Starbucks is out of pumpkin spice latte. What should I get instead? I don't know.
Why?
I want like a sweet hot candy.
Ooh. I usually go for ice venti quad caramel macchiato.
Okay, that sounds.
Oh my god.
That sounds disgusting and really good.
It's mad shots and mad caramel.
I mean, I'm not gonna get that much shots because I would die.
I don't remember what I honestly don't remember what I usually got this time of year because it's been a while.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, honestly, I don't need hot candy. It's pretty warm out.
I don't need hot candy.
I don't need the hot candy.
That's like grandma pocket candy.
What about iced brown sugar oatmeal shaken? Hot candy. Actually, that sounds like an exploitation in the 70s. Pam Grier is hot candy.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah. I love having cable. Okay, I'm gonna.
I got so excited when she followed me on Twitter one day. I was like, Pam Grier followed me on Twitter. I was like, oh my god, Pam Grier followed me on Twitter.
That's amazing. Steven, what do you usually get at the fancy coffee place?
I actually usually just get something like super simple, not even from the fancy coffee place, but like that is sweet. It's just like dark chocolate cafe mocha with like raspberry or strawberry if they have it.
Ooh.
Yeah, if I'm going to like a nice coffee place, I'll get like a, like something where I can taste the coffee. If I'm going to Starbucks, I want to not taste the coffee.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause their coffee's not very good.
No, it's
Especially
terrible.
Starbucks is like
terrible.
a free. It's like a drive-through, and it's actually several freeways, and like they're busy. They're busy there.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah. I think it's partially just because like so many places here have been. It's the fucking nobody wants to work anymore, so we don't have anybody to
Jesus.
run the fucking Starbucks or whatever. But the local chain here is like Caribou, and a bunch of them are just like closed constantly right now because they just don't have enough employees. And because of that, the big one that is like instead of just down the street from me, which is like, is it open? Is it not? Who can say? Nobody's quite sure. If you call and ask the grocery store, they tell you to fuck off because they're so tired of people asking them if it's open or not. But it's just random hours. But the big one is always open. And so people are just like all funneling to the big one because they know it's going to be open. And it, like cars in a town that is like not full, like there's traffic here obviously, but it's not like LA freeways where it's just like jam-packed wall to wall all the time. And people are just like, because they don't want to go inside either, they're just all doing the drive-through, are just poured out into the middle of like a major throughway, like a major street, 25th over here, and like all turning and just like blocking traffic to get into the drive-through specifically for this fucking coffee place. And it drives me crazy because it is so much faster to just go get walk-in. Like you can just order ahead because that's just what I do, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It drives me insane that people
Stop
are like
breaking
this.
the rules.
It's
Going in and walking in. Who does that now? What? Come on.
Okay.
That's super reasonable, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I did just... What if I played a different game? This one's going hard. This one's hard to focus on.
It's hard. Yeah.
I like watching you play this. Always makes me like, oh, I gotta play this. This looks good.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like something I like.
Yeah, you probably would like this, LB.
I just like making guys run around and like do stuff.
I have another game that is about making guys run around that I was thinking about putting on as well, that I could switch to.
What would that be?
Phantom Brigade. It just had a new expansion or a new update today.
That's where you get the mechs and stuff.
Yeah, that's a mech-based strategy game, but it's like different, where it's like it's turn-based but weird. It's like you
but
control
weird.
time.
Oh.
It's just a thing that I can think about.
I'm
I was
really anxious about the coffee I ordered. Sorry.
Oh no, you're
Why are
fine.
you anxious about it?
Because I did it. It was like a rush decision, and I didn't consider it. Anyways,
I
we'll
believe
find
you.
out when Robbie comes back with my coffee.
That shouldn't happen. I will need more ammo.
Oh, Philip the Snowman says if they made a version of XCOM 2 where there was no randomness and placement / range just affected how much damage you did, I would love that. There's it's the new Tom Francis game that is in development. It is not out yet, but it's called Tactical Breach Wizards.
Oh yeah.
And that's literally what that is.
So it's wizards.
Yes, it is. It's like modern day wizards. So it's like modern day AU, but it's like
that.
people with wizard gear.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, writing up my Wildermyth thoughts for my list of the game of the year.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah.
Spoiler
Is it
alert.
super good? I keep hearing that it's super good.
Wildermyth?
Is rad.
Oh, Ka.
Yeah.
I need to go
it's
download
it's
a little
rad.
bit.
It's like you just went on Facebook and was like, "Hey, I'm not going to say the name of the multi-level marketing scheme because I don't want to get sued." Good. Like that's what you just did on this call with us. Is it good?
Hard cocaine. Yeah. Cocaine is
You're
Have you
gonna
played
love
X-
cocaine.
You ever played XCOM? Yeah. You ever played XCOM on weed? That's us now. We're just
exactly.
Pretty much it.
I love it.
uh
All right, let me go cop it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
it's so good. Yeah, it's like going to be the fanbite game of the year, like no doubt.
I mean, yeah, it's
The collective
definitely in
game of the year.
contention.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like you probably control which one gets like.
Yeah, I could just pick anything.
Aha.
We're starting to lose ground.
now I was playing a bunch last night, and
Me too. I was up till 3 a.m. playing.
oh my
wow.
god, I was not up till 3 a.m. playing. But I was up, and it was just so fun.
There was
I'm
a
at
game.
the,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Obi. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I got to a point in like the campaign I'm on where you like go and you have like a parlay with like the cult of bad guys, and like there's a thing where you can choose to have one of your own guys betray you or not. And I'm like, it makes more character sense for this guy to betray me. I did it. And it completely fucked me over in the fight, and I couldn't win it, and I had to go back and undo it, and I was so mad. And I'm like, any game that makes me act against my own interests because I'm so invested in like the story, well done.
It's so good.
Because I'm not, that's not usually that's my MO in like a tabletop game, not ever my MO in like a video game.
Well, it's nobody's MO. It's like such a rare thing. Like it's tough.
But I'm so impressed. I mean, I don't even mute it. I'm like this stupid loot that plays during. I'm like, oh, this is so atmospheric. I love it. I gotta hear this like old timey medieval music. Get me in the mood to do some spells.
I remember there was a game that had a similar art style to Wildermyth, but it was around like alchemy.
Oh,
I forget. I can't remember the name of this game. It's gonna annoy me. But it looked super cool in that you were kind of building these potions and building these spells, and it had that very painterly kind of cut out art style that is kind of reminiscent of Wildermyth in that way. I can't remember the name.
that sounds good as hell though. I want to play a game about alchemy.
It looked super cool. Oh, where is it? I'll find it.
Potion craft asks Rhymesys in the chat.
Maybe.
Ocean craft.
That might be it.
Yeah. This looks like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one. Yep.
Wow, you're dead on about the art style.
Yep.
It looks a lot like it actually.
That was the game. Yeah, because it's early access. Yeah.
Oh, it's still in early access.
I'm copying.
Oh, Pig Ninja 123 says, want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on link.
Blah blah blah. Man, Pig Ninja, thank you so much, Pig Ninja.
Wow.
Wow, really appreciate it, Pig Ninja. Oh, what did Eli? You banned Pig Ninja?
Wow.
No, bring Pig Ninja back. I want to know how to get famous.
Oh, sorry.
I'm kidding, Eli.
I can't
Here's
see
the
the link
wildest
over
thing.
here. So
Is I did it and it didn't work.
whoa.
Damn.
What?
No one. I'm not famous.
Nobody's talking about this. You're famous.
Or it's like you got
No.
famous, but it was in spite of Pig Ninja.
Yeah.
Like, Pig Ninja made
Spite
you
of
less
Pig
famous, and you had to
Ninja.
like climb back up to the top with a knife in your mouth. They kicked you down a well. They never thought they'd see you again. Oh, Khalif said, "No, Pig Ninja, I'm coming." Knocked some air bubbles into my brain when I was doing the Muppet voice.
I don't know why when you said climb back up with a knife in the mouth, I was like, I'm like the Black Errol Flynn. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
So good.
Oh, Potion Craft looks cool. I love this.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a little bit like Wildermyth, but it's like got that slight illuminated manuscript vibe. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Love an illuminated manuscript.
Yeah.
They should have more games that look like books that monks took hundreds of years to make. Why do they do that?
Yeah, Activision, can you get on that real quick? I know you got a lot of shit going on right now, but if you could just like do that for us real fast.
Works for the church.
That would be good.
Works
Thank
for
you.
the church. Yeah, it's really
Exactly.
it'll rehabilitate your image,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Oh wow.
I did a joke on Twitter about like rolling in the TV cart, but like that is kind of where I'm at today.
Oh God, LB, like yes, I'm like, some stuff has fallen in my lap like today that I really need like 4 or 5 people's help with. Not for y'all, but like for like the administrative team. And I like none of them are around, so I am so in fucking let's just roll the thing into the room and call it a day.
Yeah.
I want to tell all these people that are expecting things from me. I'm like, hey, can we just punt on this for like 2 weeks? Thank you, thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, John, I thought of something for your Wausau branding.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Okay, so you know how they call people from Massachusetts massholes?
Oh yeah.
You call people who are really into Wausau like was.
Wassholes.
Wassholes.
Okay, so wassholes. All right. So
I
let
love
me
this
let me
idea
just
already,
let me
Albie.
just test this.
Your
Okay.
mouth is a hole for Wausau.
Where
Oh
are
my
my
God.
wassholes at?
Oh.
All right,
Hey, you up?
I'm tweeting.
Please
I'm
tweet it.
tweeting. I'm
man.
tweeting that. If it's one word, it looks like washoles. So I did wassholes as
Oh.
two words.
You're gonna get some weird replies.
Wassholes.
Where are my wassholes at?
Oh no, you can't just say that
I
online.
can't just
feel
say
like
that.
that just
That
like
looks like-
summons like Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah.
You just say
Yeah.
that out loud.
I've tweeted a couple things today that like I was really thinking about and like really thoughtful about. I've also tweeted where my wassholes at, and also y'all ever think about how Mona Lisa translated from Spanish means monkey Lisa, and I was like, wow, that might have been the dumbest thing I've ever tweeted. Wait, Elby, what do you mean that's not what you meant?
Not like that.
Well, then how is it? How is it then?
Not like that.
Then spell it. How do you spell it?
Let me write it out with my highlighter on my notebook.
Oh my goodness.
Lost holes. Yeah, no, no space.
Okay, don't retweet this one.
Don't read
We're
this one.
workshopping. We're workshopping it.
I love
Okay,
going to my
so-
audience and saying, "Don't retweet this."
Don't retweet
Don't
this. We're
retweet it.
workshopping it.
I think you need to have like a picture of Wausau to go with it. You can't just
Okay,
say,
all right. Where am I? Okay, one word. WASSHOLES.
yeah, and then a picture of Wausau.
Where are my wassholes at? Okay, and then a picture of Wassel.
So is this going to be
Hot.
in the merch store soon?
There already is a sippy cup with my wassail recipe on it. in
That's
the
so
store.
good. That's very funny.
Are we sending this to Vox so that they can put this in?
Yeah, we're sending this to Vox. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Where are my wassholes at with this really good looking photo of Wassel? All right.
Let's see.
Albie, this is the
Okay.
Tactical Breach Wizards
This
game.
is right.
Okay, retweet this one.
Nice.
It's the one that made it past the test groups.
So I thought I should do a video to show you what it's like. It's a puzzle tactics game about wizards in Kevlar
Amazing.
unraveling a global geopolitical conspiracy.
One of the first when I saw it,
by knocking people
John's
through
wife
windows
Anne, when they were
coming
in
down
LA,
to
one of the first things I asked
So
her,
on the left here
I was
we
like, "Do you
have
like
Sam. He is a
Wausau?"
navy seer. He can see
It's like,
one second into
no.
the future.
No one drinks it. I've got a big fucking jug of it in my fridge, and no one drinks it but me. Yeah.
This weird juice John makes.
I can't fucking drink coffee anymore. I have to have something hot. It's such a my life is so sad without hot liquid. Someone just tweeted at me, "Oh, now it makes sense."
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Jack O'Brien.
Oh my god.
I turned off XCOM because I keep dying really bad. So I switched over to the Steam store to look at Tactical Breach Wizards to show Elby.
Oh, it looks cool. Sorry, I was looking at John's Wausau tweets.
My Wassel tweets. Oh wait, so
My
this is
favorite
it.
tactical game.
I
Making John tweet about Wausau.
tabbed out of Twitch as well. This looks very cool.
Yeah.
Is his name Dave Francis?
What's that?
Is Dave Francis?
Tom Francis.
Tom Francis.
Do you know,
Jesus.
You know Gunpoint?
Yeah. I was about to say, he's a really good game designer.
Yeah, I really like Gunpoint. I also really like Heat Signature, a game that I kind of pushed for a little bit during Games of the Decade conversation, but nobody knew what the fuck I was
remember that.
talking about.
Yeah, nobody had played it. I think that was the only reason that no one had really played it.
Yeah,
but
totally. No, which makes perfect sense, obviously.
But yeah. Yeah, Tom Francis is good. Pentadact on Twitter. Anyway.
I'm booting up a different game here now because I was getting sad.
Okay, LB, you're right. Now that I'm looking at Wassels, but spelled both ways. That I don't know why I thought the other way would work.
I don't know why I thought this would work. It's a very funny thing to say about Wassel.
Yes, it is. You know what I have to get ready to go do in a few minutes?
What's that?
Go to the gym.
Oh, you're going to the gym? That's right. You're working out now.
I am going to the gym for hour workouts, and I've done it every day for the past week.
Congratulations.
cool.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah. No, I'm bad at it.
It's not. I'm very sore and I'm very tired, but it's okay.
And prosperity.
Needed to happen.
Love among people.
Top left center in chat says, I didn't spend as much time with heat signature as I wish I did. I should go back to that. Yeah, heat signature feels like it'd be really hard to do because of the UI in that game. But if it was on Switch or something, that'd be great.
People disappear in the night.
Breaking news: Games person says this game should be on Switch.
Temporary.
Yeah, right.
Come to love our new way of
All of the
life.
stuff is just making me want a Steam Deck so bad.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so mad that like they bumped me into Wave 3 because their fucking credit card processes broke.
Oh.
But how can we few do that alone?
Playing Loop Hero on Switch made me even more.
Yeah.
For much longer.
100%.
Yeah, Loop Hero's so good.
Yeah.
That someone, anyone.
I don't love the story. I don't love the writing in that game.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't play that game for the atmosphere and the writing. I don't. Yeah. I play it because the mechanic made my brain go ooh.
Yeah.
So
totally.
I do like it when mechanic makes my brain go ooh.
Yeah.
Is that on Switch?
Yeah.
It just came out on Switch finally.
Yeah.
Like Wildermyth will be coming to Switch soon.
Oh, that's so good. Even though I really like playing it on the computer.
Yeah.
Especially because they supports Mac. I love that.
I know.
I can actually game on my regular computer. Thank you.
Thank you, World Walker Games.
I seriously thank you. It means a lot to me.
Everyone should go listen to my chat with Nate Austin over on the last episode of Thanks for the Knowledge. It's really good. The guy that helped make Wildermyth. Really interesting facts about that team. The core group is a husband, a wife, and his brother. The wife does art, the brother does writing, and he does the programming and like procedural design. And I was like, I don't want to start anything with your core group here, but like, if you got me, my best friend, because I don't have a brother, and my best friend and my wife in a room and said make a video game, we would not be able to do it. Like not even fucking remotely. So like, I was like so curious about like that vibe and if there were any weirdness. And he was like, no, not really. We like learn to communicate. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. in my head, I'm like, bullshit. Like, there's no fucking way.
Some people like to collaborate with their like spouses and their family.
I know. I mean, I know. I just can't.
Together, it's insane.
I can't imagine that. I just can't.
I could not. Like, I love Robbie. I love him, and to almost probably to an annoying degree that we're like gross to be around. But like, we couldn't collaborate on something.
Yeah.
I'm impossible to work with. I would never wish. I mean, I'm great to work with. I would wish working on me with anyone collaboratively. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I love working with you, LB.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I love working with everybody on this call. This is,
It's
true.
I love this team.
I
love working with these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. Ka, your fucking reaction to Tom Waits the other day at the end of that meeting. I honestly like had like a I love it here moment. But you said like I've never seen anyone who looks like they need more Pedialyte than this man.
God, that was funny. Fuck, that was funny.
Oh my God.
So I sent a text to my wife, and she was we're fixing our bathroom. On the second floor, and the studio's in the basement. So we have we also have a bathroom down here. So that's the only one that we can use until the one upstairs is getting fixed. So she'll come down from time to time and peek in and be like, "Hey, Kai, how you doing?" I sent her a text and I was like, today I learned Tom Waits, and she was like, and she, mind you, an interracial couple, she was like, you are so black.
I was about to say, I was like, I think the context here is that your wife is white, but
Yes.
Very funny.
Very white farm girl from Kansas. Right? So she's grown up with all the Tom Waits, all the, you know, very much old school kind of like, you know, folks you think of when you think of country music. Or
Yeah,
at least that kind of
whiteys.
music.
Yeah, just kind of white person music. Yeah.
So she was like, that was one of those black things you said to me in a very
That's
long
amazing.
time.
That's
I
so
was
funny.
like, look, you can't be mad at me for not knowing what wheat music is. It's not my fault.
You say wheat music?
Wheat music. I was like, you can't be mad at me for not knowing wheat music. Like, I'm a child of hip hop.
Stone ground.
Yeah, right.
Artisanal
like,
wheat music.
Yeah.
It's wheat music. I was like, all right.
Full grain.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can hear the nuts and grains in there, you know? The seeds. That's why his voice is like that.
Right? He's grinding with his teeth.
He's a mill.
He's a mill.
He's a living mill.
I was like, this is. I looked at her when she said it, and I laughed really hard. I was like, this is the reason why we're together. I married you. Oh, it's so funny.
Rhymes says this might get you a Twitch ban for talking about wheat music. Funny.
Oh my god. We did talk about that on the last episode of Follow Me.
God, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
I can't.
we definitely did talk about that.
Much like the noble, sort of like a chip, but not. But you put cheese on.
Sort of
like
yeah.
beautiful grain
Sort of
that
like
many
a-
people enjoy.
Yeah, like a wheat thin,
Multi-grain
or a Ritz.
Like these are important. Like we need them,
Yeah,
and it's good.
it's good.
It
It's
just
good
made
to
me think.
it's good to have
Go ahead.
those.
It just made me think of like a white middle America version of DJ Khaled. Who would just come out and be like, multi-grain music. Multi-grain music for your ear.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one to deal
we
with.
the best.
A tough image.
Sourdough starter.
My friend got sourdough starter. Like her job, the gift, the holiday gift for everyone was sourdough.
Oh
No.
No way! I could not give someone a fucking
Jar full of sin.
a bacteria jar of
That's what I meant.
blackberry
Bacteria,
paste.
not sin.
I could not do that. Oh my god, I cannot
Oh.
give someone that with a straight face.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
John, you know what we need to do? We need to start up a Fanbyte side gig where we all become kombucha makers.
Yeah.
And we call it Word to Your Mother.
Yeah, that's good. I love that. That's a really good idea.
Are we all just gonna make brew this privately in our homes, in our own sad jars, and then combine them?
Yeah, we're gonna combine them to make the mother of all mothers. That's a great idea.
Oh.
I hope someone's writing all this down. Wasp holes. Words
TM.
to your mother. TM.
TM.
Stupid.
Is sourdough starter better or worse than the $75
Better.
voucher?
Better, because it's
Better.
actually it's like thoughtful and took time.
You
I don't
do
know.
something with it.
Disgusting, but it gives you something delicious.
It does
Right.
because you can feed that thing forever. You can have one starter and basically feed it forever. So
I love sourdough bread.
sourdough's
Like-
delicious.
If I could just have like fresh sourdough and like a big pot of some kind of soup or stew,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about stew so much lately. Like, I need a good stew recipe because I just need to start making it. I've been cooking for myself again a lot more recently.
Yeah.
Merritt's very soup pilled. She could probably hook it up.
She probably could, actually, now that you mention it.
Meredith
good
is pretty
call.
soup filled. I'm gonna make a big pot of red beans and rice on Sunday when I get home from Christmas, which I'm
That
excited
sounds
about.
so good.
Yeah.
I'm debating on if I'm gonna make my world famous root beer ham for Christmas.
Root beer ham.
Root beer glazed ham.
Interesting.
It is
I've
extremely
never heard of it.
good. Get some clove. I mean, you do the ham like you normally would. You know, cut it, clove it, all that kind of business. Ketchup, a little bit of ground stone mustard, a cup of root beer, and then you kind of just let the ham do its thing. And some brown sugar. Get all those ingredients together, and that's your glaze, and then you just baste that bad boy for like 5 hours.
Damn.
Oh, it's so good.
That does sound good.
Ham is, I could never contend with ham.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
been able to adjust to ham.
Yeah.
It's just never gonna, it's just I don't know, a consistency thing. Like,
Sure.
you get something you
Really?
get used to when you're younger or something. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just freaks me out.
Yeah.
Ham
Like,
freaks you out.
I was able to eat ham like in a ham and cheese sandwich or like
Like
with
thin?
melted cheese somehow. But
Okay.
like, because that consistency would overtake the ham. Because something about the ham consistency always just freaks me out.
Ham consistency.
It is weird. Like if you don't cook it well enough so that you get the charred bits.
Yeah.
It has like a weird kind of.
Gotta get that
rubbery
crust.
layer.
Yeah, the rubberiness is just like.
Yeah, no, you gotta get
Yeah.
that crust. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I was never like. I pulled my a kind of fun little lie. When I would go to Christmas with my in-laws, where I'd be like, "Oh, I can't eat ham. I'm Jewish. You need to respect that." Like, I eat shellfish and I eat bacon, or I did eat bacon at the time. Now, like, it was really shitty of me. No, you have to let me have some of the other thing. Sorry, my religion, where you can only not eat ham, but eat any other pork product, any other combo thing. Fine.
God, that's funny.
What? Like I see you had a BLT before you got here. What are you
No,
talking
that was
about?
different. Yeah, but I prayed on it, and I
It was
realized that was
turkey
wrong.
bacon. It was turkey bacon.
I do love turkey bacon, actually. Like,
Turkey bacon is on point for sure. For sure.
All right,
honestly, like,
all right,
it's
kids.
like a good combination of things for a base.
It does, yeah. I have to go get ready to go to the gym for my daily gym grind.
Of course.
The
So
gym
I gotta
where
get-
you were like, I'm so tired lately. I don't know if I'm very sick.
Yeah, I did yesterday think I was sick, and then I talked to a few people, and they're like, "You've been doing what every day for a week and hadn't done that in your life before?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "It's probably that." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." But yeah, I will. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for this is fun. Thanks for letting me hang out.
Peace. You are messing this mech up.
Yeah, he's done.
Got rocked.
Oh. Easy first
Wrecked
mission.
it did.
Wreck a mech, you know?
I like it.
Nice.
Just to take dismantled supplies. You can not confirm your choices unless they fit within your salvage. There's a mech game called BattleTech that I love, and I was modding that out today, trying to get that in a place where I could play it on stream. But the frame rate with the mods that I'm doing right now, it's just not great. So I'm gonna mess around with it more.
Too powerful.
I love modding that game. Too.
Yeah.
Too powerful. They made the mechs too good.
They made the mechs too. I mean, to a certain degree, they did. They added 5. It's like that base game comes with 120 mechs. They added 500.
What? Is there like an actual like differentiation in a way that matters? when you
Oh
make it
yeah,
that many?
They're all completely like there's like a lot of them are like this guy looks the same as this other guy, but because this is like the Locust V1 and this is the Locust 6.2 or whatever, and it'll be like, well, this one is the same profile, it has like the same size, but this one packs more armor and fewer weapons, or this one has like sensor jammers on it, whereas the other one just had guns, stuff like that.
Is
This
Sleipnir the horse Loki fucks or the horse Loki gives birth to?
Sleipnir,
Sorry, I saw it on your screen. There was probably a mech named Sleipnir.
I think it's the one that Loki gives birth to.
The Norse really knew how to like
Live.
tell a story.
Yeah, it was great. It was good stuff.
Sorry, yeah. Do you think you'd be good at piloting a mech in real life? I think I'd be really bad at it.
Would I be good at it?
Yeah.
I would want to get good at it. I feel like if I live in a world with mechs, I'm going to be like, I'm going to make getting good at mechs like my #1 priority. Because if somebody else gets good at mechs and I'm not, I'm fucked.
That's a good point. How about you, Kosh?
I feel like drummers would be really good at piloting mechs. There's a lot of hand and foot movement.
It's a really good point.
Time. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, I used to drum a little bit. I'd probably be okay in a mech. Like, that would be
Honestly,
alright.
that's very similar to my. I think about it, and I think that's why I'd be very bad at it, because I could never learn how to drum.
I'm terrible at Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that stuff, so maybe I would just be fucked.
Well, I mean, that's drumming is like you've got to do a bunch of different things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Guitar Hero is not.
I mean, Guitar Hero has drums, is what I'm talking about. Like, they have a drum set.
Oh.
And that's
Is it
also
like
under
real
the
drumming?
assumption.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
More or
that's also
less.
under the assumption that you're using your feet. Like, you could just be
Yeah.
using your hands in a mech.
I mean, okay, so Kyle, you might not know this about me. I'm kind of a mech person. I like mechs in fiction a lot. I'm a big Gundam fan and stuff. Different Gundam series do have like different ways of piloting the mechs. Like G Gundam. Somebody in the chat says a horse can pilot a mech, can't be too hard. There is in G Gundam a horse that does pilot a mech. That's a thing that happens. There's Master Asia has a horse, and the horse is also a mech. Because like the horse pilots a mech. Because in that universe, all of the mechs are piloted by like you wear like a rubber, like a skin tight latex suit, and it just follows your movements of your body. And he rides a horse mech that is piloted by a mech inside of a skin tight rubber suit. That is just piloting his mech.
I could do some stuff in Gundam, like that kid who throws a big tantrum.
Which one?
Who has
Camille?
a sweater? Yeah, I could do that. He's the only one I know from Gundam. Because I'm like, it's valid. You're crying.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of crying in Gundam.
Yeah, I know, but as I've told you, I could never watch that far.
Oh sure.
The only unfortunately, the first mech anime I watched was Evangelion, and like, oh, so this is a great genre. It's just all about like being really unhappy and like, you know, perception and like existence. And it's like, oh no, those are just like about how war is sad.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of it really depends on which, because Gundam especially is just like which season are you watching, because they're very different tonally depending on what you're doing. Iron-Blooded Orphans is much more. I would say Iron-Blooded Orphans gets closer to like the body horror and stuff of.
You love the body horror.
Like that has some. It's not Eva levels, but it's like definitely, because the way they pilot mechs in that universe is it's child soldiers. A lot of them are like child soldiers who like rebel against the private military company that basically kidnaps them and like enslaves them. In like the first couple episodes, they rise up and like, we're gonna make our own private military company because that's the only real option afforded to us right now, but we're gonna kick these adults out and try to run this show. And the reason that they use child soldiers is because when you're young, you can have this surgery done on you that basically adds plugs to your spine that they plug the kids into, and it's got like a 50-50 chance of succeeding or just paralyzing you from the waist down. And so they're like, oh well, we'll just take all these kids that nobody cares about and do this surgery on them, because you have to have it done while you're still like pre-puberty or whatever, because your body needs to grow around the plugs. So they've got like, they call them whiskers, and that's why they call the pilots like rats or something like that, or like space rats, because they have these big plugs sticking out of their backs that people call whiskers. I really like Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's a really good one.
A bunch of people have recommended it. Maybe I'll check it out when I'm in that like, I feel like shit. I want to watch like a really depressing. You know?
Yeah, I absolutely know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Next time something goes really wrong for me.
I mean, people got in my behind the other day when I was like, what did I say? I was like, I need a pick me up. I'm gonna go watch Midsummer. They were like, Ka, what is wrong with me? I was like, that's just the way I'm wired that way.
I
Like,
skipped out of the theater when I saw that movie. I had such
Yeah.
a blast. Like,
same.
he has. Okay, even rewatching Hereditary, like Hereditary's
Yeah.
miserable,
Yeah.
but the jokes in that and
Right?
the comedic timing are so fucking funny, and Midsommar is even funnier.
Yes.
That like that. What's his name? Will something? The vaping kid. That's like that was my comedic performance of the year. Like he destroyed me. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
gnarly and like fucked up, but when it's funny, I feel you. I get it.
Yep. I'm just why I'm like, oh, I was like, there's some folks out here who they understand. They get it. They get it. And then the other folks are like, yo, you need therapy, fam. I'm like, probably, but also it is.
But it's not related.
But it's yeah, exactly. Like parents, they didn't do that part. This is just me being up late and watching horror movies when I was way too young to be doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think my thing with horror movies, I can't watch Midsommar and Hereditary because it's just like my style of horror movie is still kind of begins and ends with like creature feature. Like I love big rubber monsters, just buckets of wet stuff that somebody on like a production staff had to be like, oh, if we mix this with water, it looks so gross. That's awesome. I love that shit. I love The Thing is probably one of my favorite. It's still probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
So good. So good.
I saw that.
Team Caro syrup.
Yeah.
I saw it in a theater once, like on film. It was like, it was
Oh.
I mean, like the creature stuff looked really, really cool, but unfortunately, like it was like an all-night horror movie thing.
Oh.
And at that, my brain was in the point where the thing I fixated on most was like Kurt Russell's hair on the big screen. Is the fluffiest thing I've ever seen. His eyelashes are so beautiful.
He looked so good in that movie. It's so stupid. It's actually like really so. Like somebody posted a picture of Willem Dafoe today when he was like 20.
Oh
my god! Dang.
And it's so like again like we've grown up around these folks within that kind of star or celebrity space, and we've mostly seen them when they've been older.
Oh sure.
But like yeah, like he was a handsome dude when he was in the thing. Like my goodness, he was
totally
looking like a snack, as the kids would say.
You know why Walt Disney liked him so much? You can see it.
Yeah. And it feels interesting because like to me it feels like he had a big drop off in that way when he did like Big Trouble in Little China. Like I didn't think he was as handsome in that movie when he was kind of then starting to become a sex symbol,
right?
In some weird ways. And then he came back in Tango and Cash, and I was like, oh, okay, I can see it.
He just looks so like he's got such a great, just tired guy energy in the thing. He looks like Oscar Isaac in Inside Llewyn Davis. It's like what if Oscar Isaac in Inside Llewyn Davis was just like constantly afraid for his life.
I mean, like Escape from New York, and like you look at that and you're like, okay, I get why Hideo Kojima was just like, well, this is the rest of my life.
Right? This is the rest of my life.
Oh, that's so good.
LV, that's very funny.
Wrong, no, LV, you hit
Not
it.
wrong at all.
Not wrong at all. Nope.
Well, it's like so charming and cool, and I'm like you watch that movie and you're like, yeah, I get it. This is cool as shit. This rules.
Yeah. I think that's been my thing too. Like that's been the conversation when we're watching movies now. Is like the seeing people in different roles now. When you're just like, all right, you could potentially get it.
Yeah, totally.
Like I think Oscar Isaac. I mean, people have seen that from Ex Machina and all that other stuff, and they were like, oh, who is this guy? Like looking like this and all this kind of stuff. And then, what was the movie this year that we watched? A Marriage Story, I think it was.
Oh, is that what's his name
and
and what's her name?
Very
big help, I know.
Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
Right? And the meme.
Well, I mean, she's everywhere. She's in everything at this point, I would think.
Yeah.
She's
but I mean,
in
it's the one where
that,
he
but yeah.
wall.
It was Jessica Chastain.
Was it? Okay.
Which is also,
never mind.
you know, the same person.
Then I got confused with a different movie. Sorry about that.
Same thing. I mean, basically.
Oh yeah, that's the one from when they. Okay, it's the movie where they were at con for it, and they did those photos.
Yeah, and
Everyone
everyone
talked
was
about
like,
him.
"That was inappropriate and gross." Everybody, yeah, that one.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, I
And
remember
then I
that.
saw the movie, and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, I see kind of potentially why, but still kind of weird and gross."
Huh.
And they acted the hell out of that movie, or that series, and he was kind of a schlumpy, you know, upstate New York teacher or professor, and you didn't really see it. And then he had this one moment where he kind of like did this thing where you can see he was being really smart and snarky, and then all of it clicked, and I can see like I saw my wife's face do this thing, and it wasn't like a bite of the lip, but it was like one of those like you could hear it was like you're like oh, and I was like okay,
really okay,
because it was one of the things that she's like, you know, he's because also my wife is like really tall, so she's not super attracted to short men, but in Isaac is very, very short, and she was like, that little dude might be able to get it. And I was like, oh snap. I was like, let me find out. You get some get a man in some flannel. Get a man in some flannel and give him a nice notebook to write and get him a moleskin, and then that's it.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate that. I ain't mad at it. Any of your business, Oscar Isaac.
I think I was at the favorite. Like a long time ago when it was in theaters, and it was the part where Rachel Weisz like was shooting the little pistol, and I like involuntarily went like a oh. Like fortunately there was like gunfire in the movie that overwhelmed my little oh. Like I really relate to that.
Look at her.
Right? Like sometimes you have like I mean it's not like I didn't know she was hot, but like there's these moments where you're like
where you're kind of like not aware that she's going to be hot in that way at that exact moment.
Or you know, they just it something clicks into place.
Yeah.
In your little brain.
Yeah.
And you make an involuntary embarrassing sound. So I really it's really bad though. I'm so used to watching shit at home now. I'm like I dread going back to the theater where like me and Robbie get so rowdy watching shit. I'm like pause it. Go back. Look at that! Look at the sleeve! Look at the lace on that sleeve! We're watching some historical thing. And he's like, oh, that's so good. Did you see the vase in the last scene? I'm like, no, take us back.
Roll the clip back.
We've all been ruined, right? To a certain extent. Like, I don't know how I'm going to just be chill in the theaters anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the movie etiquette is just like straight out the window at this point.
I was already pretty rowdy in theaters to a point where it was when Promare came out, and I was like hooting and hollering in the theater because it was like, you know, everybody else. It was like just kind of a fun time. It was a goofy movie. I also hooted and hollered at a goofy movie. I love it. I love Max and all his fun antics. But like I did that, and it's like there was that was the time where I saw like just a ton of art, like movie etiquette discourse on Twitter where people are like, it is not okay to be loud in a movie theater when people are trying to enjoy it. It's like, what are you talking about? Like
sometimes it's like that's the mood.
Sometimes that's the mood.
Yeah. That whole stuff is nonsense.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go.
It's just like sometimes the mood is you're all sitting in silence and like being like captivated by it.
Totally.
But sometimes the mood is like everybody is into it and like they're like, you know, like especially like an opening weekend kind of thing.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, you react to stuff. It's exciting and it's like it's part of the collective experience of watching a movie with a bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah. That fireman kissed that little boy. I love this. Like that's Promare.
When I saw Us, it was like a weekday matinee.
Totally.
I was talking about it because it's like an all-time favorite movie-going experience. And like a father-daughter, both adults, were sitting in front of me, and like just like older, just like a really good group of like different kinds of people and like different ages of people, and everybody was just kind of like getting into it, and then like as like stuff started ramping up and like getting scarier, like people were like getting loud, and it was so cool and fun to like, because then I was able to get more scared because I was like on the like kind of all on the same wave. Like, I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah, totally.
I've screamed at a horror movie before when the audience was like fun enough.
Right.
Where it's like, oh yeah, we're all gonna really react to this. We're all gonna get really scared tonight. Great.
This is what we came here to do. This is what we want.
Yeah, and it's like it wasn't even a very good movie, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't have had fun otherwise.
I'm with you. I think one of the things that has irked me the most is having people being super like, you can't make noises, you can't emote, you can't have emotions while you're watching a thing. Some of my best memories from ever being in a theater were when everyone was talking shit.
Totally.
Talking shit to the screen. It's one of the things like I remember being back home in New York, and that was like a thing. Like we would go to certain theaters because we knew people were gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
And say a whole bunch of stuff to the screen, as opposed to like, you know, or Portland is great, but Portland is very kind of quiet in that way. Like they don't really do that layer here, which I think is interesting. But I remember being back home and being in the Bronx, was this in the Bronx? It was back home in New York, and there was the best moment of sitting in a theater and watching Magic Mike XL. With 3 middle-aged Dominican women in front of us in the row. And it was the thirstiest row in the theater, and it was the best thing ever. Because as soon as the shirt came off, oh my God, look at him, oh my God. And it was the best thing for the whole however long that movie. Seeing and hearing these like 3 women in front of me being the thirstiest of all time. It was, and I would have never had that experience if you were just like sitting with their hands in their laps.
Yeah,
and not
sitting in silence during that. That's not the people making that movie did not make that movie so that people could sit in silence.
Right?
Politely,
Like,
absolutely not. That's like against the spirit of the movie. Like they were living this, like they were honoring that movie better than anyone. That's beautiful.
Yep. I was like, this is what this is supposed to be. Like, let them be thirsty. Do your thing.
That's like the horny version of like clapping or like cheering when like, you know, something cool happens in an action movie. Like
yeah. When, you know,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Whoever the fuck says, you know, like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, or like, yeah, this movie's terrible, but this is what I came here to hear.
I saw like the second X-Men movie, like 2000s X-Men movie,
in
the theater like Friday night at the mall opening weekend, and it was like there were like no empty seats.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like people every time Wolverine did a cool thing, people were lost their fucking minds.
Yep.
This is like 2002. Like it's Wolverine. It's rules. Like I don't know. I like certain movies obviously that doesn't work with, but
yeah.
my other favorite was watching A Quiet Place with Ratty.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
In fairness, that movie's so stupid. So like, it's fine.
I hate that movie with my whole heart. I hate that movie.
I'm among friends. Oh my
gosh.
Yeah. I hate that movie. It's so
movie sucks so bad.
Cheeks. That movie is so ass cheeks. I hate that movie so much.
It is funny
People
to laugh at though.
I usually am okay with like suspension of disbelief to a certain extent, but I was like, I audibly said once, spoilers chat, sorry. Once they found out that she was pregnant and they had the baby. I audibly said,
fucking condoms? Sorry.
Yo, I audibly screamed at this at like full capacity, like full 100% volume. Yo, this is the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we would have had a great time if I'd seen it with you.
Oh my god, and somebody shushed the fuck out of me. They were like, yo, how dare. I was like, yo, this is some dumb shit.
This is high concept. No, you can't.
In the quietest of spaces, let's go have
What
a
is the weakness?
What is the weakness?
Goodness.
Writing on a big
canning
fucking
room.
whiteboard. Oh my god, what a dumb movie.
But like the cottage core fantasy in there, like
Mhm.
this is so. Like I really like where's your gift wrap table, ma'am? Like it's the apocalypse. What are you doing?
That's
Your
really.
diapers don't need to look that cute.
It's like everybody in that movie was like, you know what we're gonna do right now? We're all gonna make maracas. We're gonna make the loudest things that we can possibly do. And
Right?
I was like, Did
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
That's
I was
such a.
like, you're.
That's also like I'm particular, like I don't know, people like I know people on staff who like some of the games and movies that are emblematic of this, but like I am so over like the dadification of everything. Like The Quiet Place is such a like the gym office trying to like live out the weird like fantasy of being like the alpha protector family mountain man dude thing, and then they just do that again in the sequel, is my understanding. Like they just, despite the fact that spoilers, he's not around for the sequel. Basically, they basically introduce like a new bearded guy to be the new dad figure.
God.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch this tonight.
What?
This sounds terrible. I need to see it.
I refused to like give this movie any credit because of the first one, especially the way that it ended. When you have that very dadification thing where
Totally.
it's just like, I will save the family and everybody, and then I will sacrifice my life.
The noble sacrifice of the father figure in the nuclear family. Yeah, it's
And I was like, fam, your kid got eaten by a freaking zombie pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Why are you so worried about your deaf daughter? Like,
Yeah,
can you
and
be cool about it?
Yeah,
or
can you
what? Or
can you not
no?
be a piece of shit for 1 second? Why am I supposed to root for you?
Right?
Oh, eat that movie.
Too bad there's no internet where you could look up some like tips on how to not be a piece of shit to a disabled kid.
Right.
Maybe go to the library or something. I don't know, man. Like,
Movie made me so bad.
my mom used
If
to always
you-
complain about the power of dad. She'd be like, the power of dad again when she sees something like that. The power of dad.
The power of
that.
dad.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
LB, your parents sound like the coolest people. At least your mom. I don't know if I've heard much about your dad.
No, they're cooler. They're both cooler than me.
Oh.
Both of my parents are cooler than I am. It's like a curse that I have to live.
Oh man.
It's fine. I'll deal.
You're still pretty cool, LB. So, like,
Thank
in fairness.
Thank you. The thing is, I owe it all to them. And I'm like, I love all the cool things. I'm like, yeah, well, my parents told me about it. There's like an Onion article about that's like, dad shares talking heads with child, ensuring they will never be able to relate with their peers.
But
yeah, no, the power of that thing is like, it just keeps coming back.
It does, yeah. It's so rampant in video games right now, especially. And, like, a lot of those games are good. Like, God of War is a good game. The like, Natalie really loves The Last of Us, so I can't say that, like, people don't like those things, obviously, even in my circles, but it's just, it's like the roguelike deck builder card game thing. It's just like, it's fine if, like, if there were also other things happening, but it's, like, everywhere. It's every story.
Where's like, I don't know, like the Sarah Connor of video games? Like, where's a grizzled old mom? Like, where's Samus Metroid, who's a mom?
I'm saying that's the stuff that I would love to see.
Natalie actually wrote a piece about that, like moms in video games. Like, I think it was last year, about how there were a bunch of games over the last year that focused on moms a lot more.
Or cool aunts.
Cool aunts.
You know? The cool aunts in video games.
The cool auntification of
Grizzled
video
old
games.
cool aunt. Who says, don't worry, I won't tell your parents.
Oh, it's cool. You can smoke. I don't want to, though. Oh, it's cool.
Do you need condoms or anything? Like, no, I'm
Please,
12.
please
Okay.
don't talk to me about this. Oh my god.
Gosh.
That'd be great if God of War had that character.
Yeah.
It's about, like, I don't know, who's an aunt in Norse mythology.
Oh,
Aunt of War.
Aunt of War.
Oh man.
I know a bunch of people who work on those games. I'll be like, hey, check out my pitch. Aunt of War.
Oh.
It would just be a game, like my version of that game would just be that one person just talking about like, why don't you call me?
Yeah.
You never pick up the phone, Kyle. I see you doing all this stuff. You never call me.
But you could go play video games on the internet, but you can't call your aunt.
Yeah, right? Why don't you call your mother?
Booby of war.
Booby of war.
Booby of
Booby
war.
of war. She's pissed.
Yes. Booby of war would be so good.
I don't.
Spend too much money. You don't call me. Did you bring any free samples back from the hotel for me? No.
You gonna eat that last Ferrero Rocher? What are you doing? my bubby of war.
I would never let my grandmother down like that. Even though she's no longer in this world, I always take the stuff from the hotel. I take everything I can. They won't charge me for her memory. My aunt is the genius of this. Like, you look in her downstairs bathroom, beautifully organized, like every free sample, every hotel toiletries she's ever gotten, like in a row. Even though she doesn't always give me stuff that's expired for all the holidays.
Oh god.
My Hanukkah present for her this year was a little box, and I opened it, and it was full of little individually wrapped bags of macadamia nuts. We were free from Airbnb.
Did it have the airport stuff? Did it have the airplane logos on it?
It was like a little bit fancier than the airplane. I'm like, this was from an Airbnb or like an airport lounge, or like maybe an airline where they were like, we're giving you these non-branded nuts to know that we care about you.
I think my best version of that. I mean, hell, we get some macadamia nuts. They're on point.
Yeah, I had some last night. They're delicious.
My favorite version of something like that was my grandmother giving me a present one year for Christmas that was socks, but it was in a box from a store that no longer existed, and they were used socks.
Used socks?
Used. Like, you can tell that they had already been washed.
Whoa.
And it wasn't like no label. They weren't stuck together, so you knew it was a pair. It was used socks from a store that no longer existed. I was like, what box did you have? How long did you have this box? Like, did you you faked it and got tissue paper and put it in a, I know this store doesn't exist anymore. Like, it was from an Alexander's. Alexander's doesn't exist at the time that you gave me these socks, fam. I love you. My God, you're cheap.
That's beautiful.
I was like, wow, I got used socks for a year. Thank you.
That's incredible.
I was like, wow. Very Oliver Twist of you. Thank you very much for this.
But like, you get the story, you get the box from the store that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
you got a rare box.
What they got you was a story to tell. It's content. One day, Ka is going to be a famous celebrity, and he's going to need shit to talk about in front of millions of people.
I'm just saying. I'm like, remember that time when you tried to give me a Macy's gift and it was a store that didn't actually exist anymore? Did you forget? Did you forget that this store doesn't actually have employees anymore? Like, it is a defunct, actually defunct store.
Oh my god!
Put it up and haunted. Oh, that's good.
I was like, wow, Grandma, appreciate you.
I'm like, I hope, like, I feel like my spirit of my grandmother just approving of that. Like, that's not like, thank you, like, just so grateful someone else isn't wasteful. Because everyone else out here just wants to waste everything. They think there's just enough of everything. It'll never disappear. Well, guess what? There isn't.
One day you'll run out of socks.
Use the stuff that exists, and she would just be like, finally, someone else who isn't wasteful. She would serve us like stuff from the same 31 flavors ice cream cake that she kept in a secret freezer that nobody else could look inside of. And it was the same cake, and she served it to us for years. And she would lie and say she'd get new cakes.
What?
What? Same cake.
Elvie!
When she died, there was still more cake.
There was still more cake. The cake outlived her.
I'm
sorry.
We're now here for the reading of the will. thing to go is birthday cake. Who
Uh,
wants the birthday cake that has been in this freezer forever?
if like, you are cut out of my will if you throw away that fucking cake.
My great aunt had to go through that freezer and was just like, when someone asked, like, whenever anyone asked her about it, she would just shake her head and refuse to. She's like, I can't speak ill of the dead.
There are demons in this fridge. Get out of this fridge.
No, she was. Like, she'd go to a. She died of pancreatic cancer, and she like was lucky enough to be able to get some like pretty good treatment, and like lived for much longer than anyone expected her to. So she got
nice.
to go to some, you know, charity banquets and stuff, and she would be there at the end of every banquet, just looking out for any centerpieces that got left, and she would make us all get all of them.
Oh,
Take them home.
that's powerful. I love
She's
that.
like,
The cake thing was a bridge too far, but no, that I trust.
No.
I trust that person.
Fine. It was never freezer burnt. It always tasted good. She told me. I believed that it was a new cake for years. And then she always gets the one with the purple rosettes. Did you ever notice that?
Wow.
and it's funny because it's like through all the years you never got to the middle. You'd always just get the ends.
Yeah,
like it still has decorations
it's just
on it.
fondant. You've been eating the fondant for 20 years.
The fucking Lazarus cake. What the hell?
Lazarus cake.
This is a hero.
Holy shit. That's so good. So good.
She was great. She taught me a lot of things, like about how many people are anti-Semitic in the world.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Many important. Like, I tried to get a book about Coco Chanel from the library once,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Did you know she was a Nazi?" I'll let you can get any book you want from the library. You just have to know you're getting a book about a Nazi. It's fine.
Wait, was she really a Nazi?
I think she like was, you know, friendly with the Nazis.
Oh, okay.
But she was not a good person, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like 9, interested in fashion, you know. I need to get a biography for people.
Let me tell you. I wanted to flip too, where Grandma was like, "Did you know about Bert and Ernie? Bert and Ernie were also Nazis." Don't you look at that Sesame Street? Don't you look at that Sesame Street?
She loves Sesame Street.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good liberal values.
But
like,
fuck Gonzo.
You know, she did not care for the Muppets. She did not like that. She didn't like their attitude.
She could not condone their buffoonery.
She thought that Statler and Waldorf, that their depiction was disrespectful to like our elders. She's really weird. She loved Mel Brooks though. She loved Mel Brooks.
Oh wow. I mean, same.
When my dad turned like 11, I think, she was like, "Okay, there's a movie on TV tonight, and you should watch it. I'm not gonna watch it with you.
I'm not gonna watch it with you.
I have things to do. Goodbye." It was the producers, and my dad is just 11, watching the producers. It's like, is my mom cool? What's going on? I think this is cool. My mom don't watch it, and then she never talked to me about it.
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Grandmas are the best.
Yeah.
For the most part, grandmas are great. You just impart knowledge and tomfoolery upon all of us.
I'm so glad I know about this now.
Yeah, my grandmother hit me with some bangers later on in life that I was just like, oh, you forget that your grandparents have lived and like actually have like lives before you.
Right. Yeah.
And she was very much a person who was like very, 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 very like pro-black. She was like, you know, we're gonna celebrate Kwanzaa in this house. We're gonna do this and this and that. We had a lot of conversations about like her previous life, and she was like, you know, I grew up in South Carolina. I wasn't, you know, there was the segregation, all the bits that were in there. She was like, man, God, but when I moved to New York, my boyfriend's Mo and Fritz.
Hell yeah, grandma.
She fucking like, get it done.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Ma, because you know she raised me, so I call her Ma. So I was like, Mom, I said, you talk about racism and all this stuff all the time. When did you date white dudes? She was like, baby, my boyfriend's Mo and Fritz. I was like, wait a minute. You were. She was like, yeah, we used to be in this motorcycle gang. And I was like, what is happening? Like, it's like the curtain just got pulled away from everything. She then became the Wizard of Oz in my life. And I was like, oh, wow, you were like handling business with Mo and Fritz riding on the back of a motorcycle like it's Love Jones. Like, what the fuck is happening? And it was amazing. Mo and Fritz.
And the motorcycles, that's so good.
I was like, hey. Who knew Grandma was a freedom fighter?
Damn.
The best thing. I was like, oh my god.
If anyone ever anyone's wondering, like, should I move to New York? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You could. That could be you.
That could be you. You can have your Mo and Fritz. I just love the fact that Fritz was the guy.
Those names are like.
That's incredible.
Oh, so good.
It's like one of the. I'm just imagining Mo from the Three Stooges and like, I don't know, some German kid.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, how did this even? What? Okay. I was like, all right, I don't think you're doing drugs, but I appreciate your history. Thank you for sharing that with me, because now I know. Oh, that's so good.
I don't know a lot about my grandma didn't open up about a lot of stuff. I think she told her Torah study friends a lot of things that she didn't tell anybody else, but yeah. they got all that stuff.
I would only really get stories from my mom's history when she was either trying to make a point about what she didn't want me to do, or it was like the thing about my grandma is she used to fuss at me a lot, right? She was a young grandma, but she had also raised 3 kids already, so I was like the last kid. So I was like, in hindsight, I was like, oh, well, you were tired and shit of raising humans. Yeah. So that's why you were massively fussy all the time. So she would fuss, but she would fuss in third person.
Oh.
So she would fuss about shit that I would do, but she would talk about herself in third person while I'm in the room. So she's talking about herself, but she would say these things, and I was like, Ma, we're right here in the same space. Like, why are you talking in third person? She would never explain it. But it was the way she would vent. So she would do that, and I was like, well, what if I wanted to date a Mo and a Fritz? And she was like, look, I don't care what you do, but you better not get nobody pregnant. And I was like, whoa. I was like, Mom, first of all, no one wants to have sex with me. That's not going to be what's happening anytime soon, because imagine I'm in junior high school. She's like,
right,
I see you with them fast girls. I'm like, yeah, hey, calm down. First of all, nobody wants to talk to me. No one is trying to give me any business. And we're in middle school. What are you talking about?
We're in middle school.
I'm like, and what are you talking about? And she was like, I don't know, but I know when I was dating Mo and Fritz. And I was like, stop bringing up Mo and Fritz. God damn it.
You use them for every excuse, Mom.
It is. It was like her trump card. She would just throw it down like she was playing Uno, and she had the last card. She had a draw 2, but it was Mo and Fritz. I was like, Ma, this isn't I don't know what you're trying to convey here. I'm using your relationship against your previous relationship.
I don't want to stop, but it's been 3 hours and it's getting late.
Gosh, yeah.
I haven't eaten yet. I should probably bounce off.
Go eat.
Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you to Nikki. Thank you to John. Thank you to Merritt. Oh, well, Merritt said she was going to be here, but she never showed up. So let's thank her anyway.
Thank you, Merritt.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you to Vox. Thank you to
Vox. Thank you to Grammy Adams.
Thank you to the waffles out there listening.
Oh my god.
Mo and Fritz, wherever you are.
Thank you to Mo and Fritz.
Thanks to Mo and Fritz. We love you.
Love you. Fritz.
Thank you for all you did. Thank you for all your sacrifice.
lessons we learned.
I'm
Good night,
not.
everybody.
I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday because that is our the first day of our vacation time. But you should go to fanbyte.casa to follow us on the Discord. You should listen to Spawn on Me on podcast catcher of your choice. It's a fantastic podcast with Khalifa on it as the main host. I believe. Is that correct?
It is true. You can check us out every Friday. New
Wow.
episodes go up all the time.
Wow. Okay. I love to hear it, and I'd love to also be on shows like Channel F. I was on an episode of Channel F this week. I'm on 99 Potions every week. LB is on Friends Reunion every week, and we are going to be gone this week. So have a good life. Have a good holiday. Be safe. If you can be safe as much as you can. Be happy as much as you can. If you can be with your loved ones. And if you can't due to various factors in the world right now, or even just personal stuff, please take care of yourself just the same. Bye.
Word.